every time Windows updates, I always do this thing where I like clean up the Windows files and crap. Okay. So I did that. No, sorry, Windows updated. I was in the middle of stuff. I've been without my ADHD meds for like almost 2 months now. Um, and I forgot to do the Windows thing. I forgot to fix it. So the power went out, and I was like, ah, crap. I shut down my computer just to be safe, right? Try to turn it back on, won't turn on. The restore points are like the ones Windows makes, which are crap. Like you need to really make your own. But because there was updates, it like overwrote like all the ones that I had. So yay. Um, so I just had to reset the whole computer. Uh, all of the video editing files that I've been working on, I have projects that I've been in the middle of. They're all gone. Uh, they're all gone. So anything that I was in the middle of editing, I have the like recordings, but the hours of editing is gone. I've tried to back it up before, but because I edit in 4K, I'm not going to pay for multiple backup services when I don't really care for the one that the video editing one uses because it's really slow and buggy, and I prefer using like the name brand ones. But name brand ones don't back up the files, editing files, they just back up. Anyway, so now I have to restart a bunch of editing. I had 2 more videos left in the cult series. They were crazily, there was a bunch of stuff. It was all edited. There was a lot of stuff that was edited. um I have no idea if I'm gonna get that back. It's a fucking disaster. um so I had a psychic one that I was in the middle of, which, okay, like, yes, I can probably redo the work on that a little bit easier because it wasn't so bad. But I had cult ones that I was still working on. So, did Stevie share the internet grumbling with me? Yeah, probably. We can blame Stevie. Anytime there's like a tech issue, we'll blame Stevie. Oh, I need to adjust my microphone volume. Yeah, that's the thing. So I don't have any of my, here, let me do this. Advanced audio, percentage. Okay, how's that? I don't have any of my filters. I don't have any of my OBS settings. I don't know where I backed them up last because whenever I back up certain things, it's like, how to explain it? Um, I'm like a spaz sometimes, and I like create new folders and files because I don't remember where I last backed up something. So then I create a new one, and then I never know where anything's backed up. Okay, hold on. Let me check my mic here too. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh, audio's on the left side. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix that. Yeah, see, I don't have anything fixed. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I got it. I got it. Yeah, we'll mono that. There we go. Okay, should be good now. Um, so I'm like, I'm gonna go live because I lost all the editing work, and I just feel like if I'm like left by myself right now, I'm gonna friggin' smash something. So, also I spent all this time doing my stupid makeup, and of course the like power goes out right when I'm done the makeup. I'm like, oh, I'll be smart and turn off my computer and protect it. No, it broke everything. Thank you, Marie, for the membership. Also, hi everyone in chat. I'm sorry I didn't say your names. It's like, I don't even know who's in here. I'm so like disorganized. Oh my god, guys. So I'm gonna have to redo all the editing. I This is gonna be like, this is gonna suck. It's gonna suck a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Man. So in the middle of the cult video, The psychic one, I mean, I just kind of started the psychic one. That like I have all the, at least I have all the recordings, thank God. But um, so that psychic one I just kind of started. It's just I had it all set up and I had things like, what the frick did I do? I don't even remember. I did like a design and did something creative with it. I don't remember. I don't remember what I did. I really don't. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out what that. I can't remember. I cannot remember what was I doing. So, god damn, I don't remember. So I have to remember what I was doing with that file. There was something I remember. I did something different with it. I just don't remember what. Also, whenever this lipstick does wear off, don't be scared of the red spot I have here. I got. Oh, thank you, Douglas, for thank you, Douglas, for the $20. I appreciate it. Um, so I got this like I bought a new like what is it called? A stain, a liquid stain, and it like you peel it off because I'm like, okay, I want to try this brand because this brand I use all their other stuff and it works really well for my skin. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try their peel stain whatever. I think there was like a name for this stuff. I cannot remember right now. Um So I bought it and I tried it yesterday to see if it was the right color because I didn't want to be stuck with the color today. And then this stuff did not peel off. Like it would not peel off. So like I had to like scrape my freaking lips to get the damn crap off. And then I like damaged my lip on this side and then like it swole up really bad and I put like polysporin on it because I was kind of digging at it with my fingernails. And at the time I was working on this background and doing everything. So I think my hands were a little dirty. Um, yeah. So if this lipstick wears off, it's the only reason I'm doing dark lipstick is because of this splotch. So if this lipstick wears off, it's because I have a splotch on my lip right now. So Um, yeah, I have one that's like some no-name brand or something I ordered from somewhere, and it actually worked the best because the thing with my skin, even my tattoos do it. Here, let me show you guys. See, can you guys see how like the ink in the tattoo is Stevie here? There's a word for this. It blows out. I think that's what they call it, a blowout. Can you see like how my tattoos like blow out? So like these were all like just like lines, right? And so anyway, point is lipstick and everything else, like even eyeliner and stuff, my skin like it blows out. So no, I never get like a straight line. So I got to kind of like lip liner helps, but like also that will kind of do it where like it won't be straight. Bleeds. Yeah, it's like it bleeds. So I wasn't using lip stains because they're like really bad for that with my lips. They just bleed and they're all crappy everywhere. But like I have a tendency to like bite on my lips and um I like my lips are normally here and then sometimes you'll watch my video and I'll be like I'll do like this. It's like I don't know. I have a tendency to like mess up my lips a lot. And that's why else too I try to use a straw because I'm like, okay, well then the lipstick wears off less. But anyway. Hey guys. Um yeah, like I love dark lips. I love like the goth lip thing, but like I am really bad for I'm not good at keeping lipstick on. I'm really not. Um and my lips like dry out really easily. And also part of this is the meds I'm on. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, like with recording and stuff. And again, sorry guys, I have no filters. I have nothing like this mic is just open. um, and I did put a noise gate on, like a noise suppression on it. That's all. I gotta like check my screenshots and go through my settings and figure out what the heck filters I had because I had a soundboard, all that stuff. So sorry guys, my mic is gonna be like trash right now. So I forgot what I was saying. um, I can't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, whatever the heck I was talking about, I don't remember. All right. You have embossed tattoos. Like, I mean, you can feel like, if you just feel them, like, softly, I mean, you can feel the scar. But tattoos are a scar, technically. So, I'm lucky only one tattoo bled, but that was no artist who did it, but yes. Yeah, so, like, and that's the thing, I mean, I think I talked to Stevie about it or something. I know I talked to someone and they were like, yeah, you need a tattoo artist who's gonna go over it multiple times with less of a heavy hand. So, like, I have to go to like a really specific one, and tattoos are already expensive, and I love tattoos, and it's like I would end up spending like three times as much just to get. But like, I prefer line work. I don't really like colored in big designs. I have one on my shoulder, and he kind of talked me into doing color because he really likes color, and I was like, okay, whatever, but I don't like the color that's on it. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe if I sat and thought about it for a minute, I would have done it red, but it's blue, and blue does not blue makes my skin look yellow. So I'm like, I only picked blue because it's a moon, and I'm like, well, it makes sense if it was blue, but I'm like, I should have made it red. But I don't have to look at my shoulder, so like, I like the tattoo otherwise, but um yeah, tattoos are an addiction and I want more. And that's why I'm kind of like, okay, either I pay three times as much or I just accept that they're gonna, I said the word a minute ago. The whatever word I said, but they're gonna, like, get all fuzzy. Blowout is the word, blowout. Um, and that's thing. I mean, like, it's just something with my skin. Also, I mean, they have trouble finding my veins a lot for blood work and IVs and stuff. But I keep telling them, like, you gotta do the right arm. Right arm, this arm right here is like the only place you're gonna get a vein. So, um, oh yeah, the theme song. Yeah, no, I mean, I like it. I do, but oh, hold on. I will tell you guys after. It's more about what it was made with, and I don't want the drama. I'll tell you after Dust, but I do. Dust wrote me a song, but I do appreciate it, and it is a really cool song. Um, Zombie. Oh, I should make Dust a mod. Zombie, do you want to like throw the song? Do you have it? If you have it handy, I should make Dust a mod too. If you want to throw it in the chat, then we can try to get people can look at it after. Hold on, let me see. Just gonna make Dust mods. There we go. Okay. Phlebotomist nightmare. Well, it's more that they don't listen to me. They're like, "Oh, well, use your right arm, so we don't want to do that." I'm like, "No, you have to use my right arm." Like, I keep telling people, I'm like, "No, like, literally, if you try to do my left, my veins are so tiny, but my right arm, my veins are freaking thick." And they like don't want to use my right arm because I'm right-handed, I'm right dominated or whatever. And I'm just like, no, like, just freaking use it. So I got in the habit too of just lying to them and saying I was left-handed because it just saves a lot of energy. So yes, and happy Pride, guys. This is labeled as Happy Pride. When I posted it, I lost like 11 subs. So that's fine. Good riddance. They left a bunch of comments too in the live chat here that I did end up banning them and removing. So lots of awesome homophobic people. So, and yes, like I am bi or pan. I think I'm bi. Like, I mean, I've thought about the pansexual stuff and I'm like, yeah, I don't, to me, it doesn't really matter, like, whether they're male or female. Like, I end up falling for the person more than anything, right? Uh, but I was like reading up on it some more because I'm like, well, what am I? Am I pan? Am I bi? Like, what is it, right? Because like it's more just like I don't care what gender you are, kind of deal. But they were like other people online who are bi and pan were like, if you prefer, like if you tend to date one over the other more often, then you're bi. Now I don't know if this is like accurate. Okay, I'm just going by like what people I'm just going by like what other bi and pan people say online. So I'm gonna say I'm bi because I tend to date more men. And mainly it's because I'm really picky with women and I'm a really annoying girlfriend to have in like a lesbian situation. So like I also don't seek out women too much because I'm like not ideal. I'm not an ideal girlfriend for that. So I think that's why else I seek out men more, even though like I prefer being around women and I like the women energy more. But I definitely am lacking as a girlfriend in certain areas. I'm not gonna get into all the details, okay. But anyway, um I ID'd as bi until I discovered what pansexuality was, realized it fit me better. Yeah, I mean, I always said that I was pan, like not pan. I didn't say pan, okay, because back in the day, I mean, they didn't have these labels, right? They didn't have as many labels. But I always said, like, it doesn't matter to me, like, what gender you are. But then I'm like, okay, well, isn't that what bi is? And then they created pan. So I'm like, wait, what's the difference? So I've been trying to, like, research it. And I'm just like, I'm gonna say bi, I think, because I date more men more often. But like, would I be pan too? I mean, I kind of feel like I'm like the thought process of me is like what the definition of pan is, which doesn't matter what gender you are. But I do tend to choose men more, so I don't know. I don't know. Labels are more for clothes and people. Yeah, yeah, love is love. Yeah, no, and but that's the thing. I mean, there isn't anything wrong with labeling yourself and being proud of that. Like, instead of being like, oh, because if we just say, oh, there's no like skin color, for example. Oh, I don't see skin color. Yes, you do. Like, come on. Don't talk like that. So, like, to me, it's like, it's better that we recognize each other's labels and learn about each other and like respect that each of us have a different background that we grew up in, right? So, I don't mind people using labels because of that. But I know some people can be like a little overboard with some of the labels, and I feel like it's more the younger generation. They get like a little bit weird about it, but I'm like, old school queer. So old school queer, some of us are just like, huh? What? Why? What is happening? So you remind me of the time I ended up coming out twice to my family, fairly religious. Yeah, it's a thing. I mean, and that's the thing, like my mom is very well, you guys know, she's very new agey. I grew up in a very like hippie dippy house, so my mom does not care like what I am. Um, yeah, physical doesn't need to match the gender associated with it. Oh yeah, no, like I actually really love dating like femboys. I don't know what it is. There's just something like about femboys. I like pretty things, okay? And if a man is pretty, I actually really like a pretty man. So I like femboys. I really do. But then I've also dated like the other side. Like honestly, I have always said I am demisexual, where like I definitely am not attracted to someone unless I get to know them. There is definitely a type that I find very attractive. And oh, thank you, Taryn. Thank you. She said it looked pretty. Thank you, Taryn. Yeah, I usually say I'm queer. Like that's kind of what I usually say. But I figure, it's Pride Month. Like let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about this stuff. Because that's the whole point of this month, right? So it's kind of celebrate things, talk about things and everything like that, right? So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like definitely I've always said I'm demisexual because I can't do one night stands and stuff. I mean, there is a specific or there's a few specific physical attractions that I'm like, sure, if I saw that person, I'd be like, oh yeah, they're really hot. But like they could open their mouth and say something that just completely turns me off. So like I don't do Oh, thank you, Victoria. Yeah, I don't do like one night stands because I'm like, if you open your mouth and you start saying a certain thing, I'm going to be like, nope, I'm out of here. And then, so I just don't do them. So I really do try to take my time to get to know someone. In unrelated news from my feline overlords, the little assholes discovered croissants today and decimated one. Oh no. I love me some croissants. Yeah, if the cats got into the croissants, I'd be like, no, no, we have a problem. Listen. I love, like, croissants are like my favorite thing. It's hard to find good ones too. I gotta like order them in from specific places here, and it's just like kind of expensive. Um, yeah, not attracted to the gender, attracted to the people who are sweet and kind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, and that's pretty much how I am, but I do tend to date more men. Um, but like, and this where like, I don't know, I think I am pan because I tend to date more men because, well, number one, I am picky on the type of women and how they look. I like a certain look. I'm more picky with women than men. Um, but number two is that I don't know. It's more to do. It's stuff we won't get into on this stream. It's stuff that's not appropriate for YouTube. Anyway, so I guess I'll call myself bi because I tend to date more men than women. So, but yeah. But so yeah, anyway, and then like people that are asexual, so there's people that are asexual and they are also part of the queer label. And they are ones who don't enjoy physical intimacy. Some of them I know like are okay. There's different levels to it. Like some of them I've known that like to cuddle or something, but they like thinking about sex, they just aren't into it. Some of them like find it gross too, so it depends on the person. So coffee and croissants, my daily go-to. I know. I love croissants, that's saying. I mean, it's expensive, but like, yeah, if I could go out to like the coffee shop and get the good croissant every day, I would. I totally would. For sure. I'm more picky with men than women. Yeah, women I'm like really picky with. What type of sausage do you like? Actual sausages? I like kielbasa sausage. And I did say that on that stream that you guys clipped from. Oh, I've been summoned. Oh, hey, Vic. I'm demi on the side of ace. Yeah, like ace, which is asexual, guys, for those that don't know. Ace, like, I do find it very interesting. I don't know if this is like a thing, but I've recently realized like a lot of the people I've known that are asexual have had childhood trauma. So, like, I don't know if that's like a thing that's associated with it or what. So, I do find that interesting. Um, Reverend Justice, yeah, yeah, definitely go check out Destination Spooky. That's my friend Vic too, and also Ladies Fright is Joan. You guys know her, and Taryn's in here as Paranormal Brew too, and definitely go check out Stevie. Honestly, it's probably too late for her. That girl's up at like 5 a.m. So if it's like 9 p.m. here already, she's probably in bed. So. My therapist suggested that she might have been right. Yeah, like that's the thing. There's a lot of people like that I've known. There's only a couple that I knew that didn't have childhood trauma. And the thing is like I thought that I was asexual for a while. Pretty much so my last relationship was like 15 years long, okay? Um and so like 5 years in he did stuff that like again I think that was the demisexual thing. I don't think it was asexual, but at the time I thought maybe I was asexual. I thought maybe I was ace. So he did some stuff that I hated him. After I wanted to leave, I didn't, because he was in a position I'm like, oh, if I leave then he's gonna all this other shit I won't get into. But point is like I didn't like sex was gross to me at that point. I didn't want him touching me. I didn't want anything to do with it. I had no interest in sex at all. And I was like, I wonder if I'm like asexual. Like, I wonder if I like convince myself to like be intimate with people because that's what everyone else was doing. So I went through like 10 years of this trying to figure that out. And after I left him, I was like, oh yeah, no, like my sex drive came back. So it's like, okay, so the issue with him, and then this is where like I started exploring more and I'm like, oh, I think it's demisexual. I think that was my issue with him because as soon as someone does something that turns me off of them, I'm just like, they're gross. I can't touch them like that again. Like it just, I don't know, it grosses me out. They gross me out. So, you post the link in chat. Yeah, I'll try to post the song link as well when we end here too. But yeah, so a little pride discussion. So my plan is I wanted to watch Roz Hernandez with you guys. I don't know if they are problematic at all anywhere. I just think they're funny, but like I don't know if there's any drama associated with Roz Hernandez. I don't know it. I don't follow them that closely. So feel free to yell at me in comments if you don't like Roz. So Roz, the videos I usually have watched, like Sean got me onto Roz in our little group there, our friend group, and he showed videos where like Roz will go on Grinder, which is like the gay Tinder. So go on Grinder, set up a date with somebody, and meet them, and then take them on a ghost hunt. And I just thought that was hilarious. I really thought that was so funny. Um, so yeah, I wanted to kind of watch Roz a little bit just for some fun times. But yeah, and then I just wanted to kind of do a pride stream as well too, because like I don't talk about my sexuality a lot. I don't think anyone has to. I think during the month of June, it's good if you feel comfortable talking about it. I think it's good to talk about it versus like being like, oh, don't talk about it, you know? It's same as like a lot of the reason that we had a bunch of teen pregnancy in the past, a lot of the reason that people like have a lot of issues around intimacy is because we're always told not to talk about sex. Like it's this evil thing that we're not supposed to talk about, right? So I feel like it's the same here with this, with being queer. And I've noticed like it's the same too with like racism. It's like, well, if we don't talk about it, then we're bound to repeat the same issues over and over again, right? So I do think it's important to talk about. Yeah. Um, yeah, you're attracted to men, women, trans women. Yeah, I mean, I'm attracted, well, I don't like too masculine of a woman. I don't know what it is, guys. Listen, that's just my own thing. That's the only thing. That's why I'm like, well, maybe I'm bi because I don't really like masculine women, but I really like feminine men. So I don't know. I can't explain it. Um, you like what you like, I guess, whatever. But I really like masculine men. So I'm like, masculine men, feminine women, and the in between. My favorite woman is the in between, not masculine fully, not feminine fully. That like in between, you know, like their hair is cut short and like everything like a masculine woman, but then like they wear makeup and they're like gorgeous with the makeup on. They look like really pretty. Like that, I really like that. Yeah. Went on a first date with a girl, told her I like to go to graveyards in the middle of the night, talk to dead people. Oh, I lost you. Hold on. I was gonna do StreamYard, just put you guys streams up on here, but then it was like not accepting my scheduled stream, so I was like, forget it. She never called me back for some reason. Oh, that's so funny. I think doing it on the months helps young ones who are struggling make a little bit more. Yeah, it's the same as like when there's a mental health month. At least I don't know if it's worldwide, but in Canada there is, and it's called like, okay, I can't remember what it's called, but Bell is like our major phone company. Well, you guys know Abraham Bell, or wait, Benjamin. No, wait, what the frick was his name? Anyways, he's named after the guy who invented the telephone. I feel like I'm messing up the name. So Alexander Graham Bell. There we go. I have like a weird thing about names. I think it's maybe ADHD. I forget names. Like I'll forget. I talk to some of you guys every day, and then I'll randomly forget your name. Like I forgot Kristen's name yesterday when I was trying to tell KK a story or something, and I'm like, I totally forgot Kristen's name. So yeah, I'm really bad for this. Um, Yeah. So, oh yeah, so Belle has, oh, it's called like Let's Talk or something, and there's like a month where like a percentage of your phone bill goes towards, they donate it to mental health as well. If you like do hashtag Let's Talk or something like that, it's like Let's Talk or Bell Talk or something. If you do this hashtag, every time that they register the hashtag, they donate like like 5 cents or 1 cent or something. Like it's a lot. Like you do a lot of hashtags, so it's a lot of money. So yeah, we kind of do that in Canada, but I do know that there's like a mental health month. I don't know if this Bell thing takes place during that month, but they raise a lot of money for mental health with that. So yeah, I mean, if someone said they wanted to go on a graveyard date, honestly, my mom used to take me to graveyards for like picnics and stuff because I really like the like old like gravestones, the statues. I like reading the names and like, you know, thinking about people that were around like 200 years ago. Yeah, I forgot your name, Kristen. I don't know why. It just happens all the time. I have literally a name. I have issues with names. I remember faces really well, but like I have major name blindness. Big time. It also takes me a really long time to learn people's names. And then if there's like a username associated with you that's different from your name, then it takes me even longer. Like Douglas, I only remember because Scarborough. There's a city. It's a very like it's part of Toronto. It's like a huge part of Toronto, and it's named Scarborough. So I remembered that with Douglas. But for a while, I was like, is his name Scarborough or is his name Douglas? Like, which does he like to go by? I thought maybe Scarborough was the last name, and he prefers that. Anyway, it takes me a long time with names anyway. I really do struggle with names. And then if I get to know you as a character, okay, so KK understands this. So we met through role play games and stuff. We play a lot of role play games. I don't as much anymore because honestly, the creativity spark isn't there right now. So I'll like make friends with people that are like it's a character, role playing characters, and I'll make friends with them as the character, get to know them outside of the game. We're still good friends. There's a dude that I dated that was like this, and I just called him by the character name because I spent like freaking like 6 months calling him by his character name before I like learned his real name or whatever. And I'm just like, you're now this name. This is your name now. I have too much trouble flipping back and forth. So, you would love the Greyfriars, Kirkyard in Edinburgh, ones in Boston and Salem. The imagery is fascinating. You can date them by the carving designs. Oh, graveyards. Oh yeah, no. Like I really, really want to go to New Orleans. New Orleans. Sorry, I'm Canadian. And go like there's graveyard tours. I love to see the old graveyards, but I know like a lot of them were destroyed with Katrina, but like there's a lot of stuff that was destroyed, but like there's still a lot of stuff there. And they have a bunch of I love mausoleums. I find them very fascinating. And like being like buried above ground essentially. So I really like looking at those, and there's a ton of them in New Orleans. So I would love to do that. Yeah. Welcome back, Joan. Okay, so I wanted to look at Roz Hernandez stuff, but before we do that, I do kind of want to talk about the video that Beardo released. If you guys, did you guys see it? I don't know if you guys saw it. So I do want to kind of talk about that a little bit, just because I do think it's important. So since we're live anyway, we're going to talk about it. Here, let me bring this up. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're gonna need to, I don't have any of my like video tools here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, maybe we can do this. Okay. Does it catch the chair? I think it does. Hold on. Chair removal. Okay, that's not bad. I did order like a green fabric or something to put behind me for this particular kind of dealio. So if I'm looking down here, yeah, I think I need to like flip it. Hold on. Just because then if I look like this, then I don't look like I'm looking off into the corner of nothing. So yeah, just in case this background like picks up or something, or just to help with the background when I want to do something like this, I got like some green material I ordered. But I like this like flipping back and forth a little bit easier because when I'm recording, it's a bit easier for me to flip back and forth. So we'll play around with this. Okay. So let me throw this over here. Roz Hernandez is so funny and entertaining. Yeah, she's so funny. Actually, wait, does she like to go by, what are her pronouns? Or, I mean, I'm assuming. I'm making an assumption here. Hold on. I don't see any pronouns. I'm going to say she, her, because she, like, dresses up like, female looking and makeup and stuff. So I'm gonna say that unless people know offhand. It's either gonna be they them or she her, I would imagine, but I'll do she her. I do like often fall out of they them a little bit too easily because I was always like an English, you could say I was an English major, but I wasn't. I picked like a different career. But like I picked like all the English courses. Like in my high school, I took every English course and every English credit that was available. I love writing. I love writing essays. I love technical writing. So I do struggle with they them. I'll just say it's literally because of my training in writing because it doesn't follow proper English, so I fall out of it in certain situations. I think she usually uses she, they. Yeah, so kind of flip between she and they, them. Okay, yeah. She's very trans. She puts it, and yes, she, her for us. Okay, perfect, perfect. But yeah, before we get into that, let's just take a look at the Beardo thing. I know it's gonna be a little bit long, but we haven't like seen each other for a while, okay? And I know I haven't streamed. I've been like getting stuff ready. Oh yeah, and then like life update. My mom is in long-term care, so she's getting settled there. And that's why I came out here now. I have like a different setup because I'm like, yay, I can leave my bedroom now without being interrupted every 5 minutes with a recording or a live, right? So now I have more room. It's cooler out here because I don't have AC. So like during the summer, it sucks. So now we have lots more room. It's a cooler, better environment, airflow. I have more room to like do stuff. And even I might even move into the living room at some point. Just the living room gets very cold and I do have fibro still, so so I'm afraid the living room's going to be too cold for winter. So at least I'm in like the dining room area and I'm kind of like flipping. I'm sort of like in between. Like my bedroom is very warm because it's small and when you put everything in there, like it warms up. So I'm flipping between super warm, and all the bedrooms here are warm because they have their own heat source and everything. And then the living room's super cold because their heat source in there is not big enough and it's a very large living room. Like this place is actually a lot bigger than a lot of people realize, which is like it's a little much. There's too much stuff, and I've been purging because now that my mom is gone, I can finally purge. So I'm like, oh, I'm the type of person like I need to purge. I need to get rid of stuff. I don't like having things. So I am happy about that. And her being gone too, like honestly, it's a better like I've been trying to get her to go. This is why I've been so stressed and so like upset for like the last 6 months. Also, hey, welcome Chaos Theory. I know you said hi. You just popped in. Like I've been so stressed and everything for the last 6 months, and it's because of this. It's because my mom like refused to go to long-term care, and she was like, it's like it's a better what is it called, like life, I'm forgetting words, it's a fibro, um what is the damn word, it's just like a better environment. Like she was like she was staying here. And yeah, it was chilly even in September. Yeah, the living room's always cold. So yeah, it's like when she was here, I can't properly take care of her because I get like really intense bad migraines. And then, I have the fibro pain too, but it's like she's relying on me. So when I'm not available to her, she's pretty much sitting there starving because she can't cook, she can't make food, she can't stand like well enough to make food. So she's not eating. And then now she has an ostomy bag, so she's like lying in her like own filth because I'm like this is not a normal like you if you're at a home, they would take care of you immediately. Whereas, like, I have a bad day, and she would always have emergency situations on the days that I was having, like, the worst, like, migraine or whatever. And I'm like, this is not working. Quality of life, that's the word I'm trying to remember. So yeah, I'm like, you have a better quality of life in a home. I've been trying to get her to go because, like, this isn't good. Like, the way you're living, it doesn't make sense. And also, like, she complained that she didn't have enough, like, stimulus and stuff. It's like, well, over there you have it's a whole place filled with old people like you, and they all talk. They're all like, little biddies, gabbing, and they want to hang out and do stuff, and just like, I don't, she was just fighting me on it so much, right? So I'm glad that she's there because now it's like a bit of a, like a, relief for me because it was getting too much. I was starting to lose it, honestly. I've been having like a lot of mental health struggles because she was trying to come home. She was trying to force her way to come home and she can't walk anymore. So I'm like, how are you going to go pee? Like, how do you use the bathroom when you can't walk? Like, you can't rely on me for that. That's too much, right? So it was yeah, it was like really tough, really tough. And I'm just like, I was struggling because she was like demanding to come home and there was like a whole thing. And so like it's a relief that she is finally in long-term care, but I'm still like I didn't get like immediate relief from it. I feel like I'm still like going through trauma and like depression and stuff. It doesn't just turn off. So I'm in therapy. I have like my first therapy appointment next Monday. So back in therapy. So hey, frankly exposed. Internet keeps kicking out. If I'm not here digitally, I'm here in spirit. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Is she enjoying it there? So when I sent her to the hospital last time, we sent her there, and by we, I mean the PSWs were here, and the nurse that does her ostomy and stuff was here when everything went down. They showed up to help her with her stuff. It was morning, and she started telling them that there was two men in her room moving her bed around. So like she was hallucinating. So I'm like, okay, that's not normal. So like you have to go to the hospital. Like this, okay, if you're hallucinating, something's wrong. So I mean, she went to the hospital for that, but like nothing really, like she's still hallucinating. So like I guess they're just like, oh, it's just dementia. Like it's not a UTI and stuff. Like they test her for that because I thought, oh, maybe it's an infection or whatever, and they were testing her for all that. Her calcium is high. This is like an issue with her because of uh, brain tumor thing that she had. But yeah, it's just like so. Last time I was there, she was happier. When I first went there, she was crying, but she was telling me a story that she was in a shooting 3 weeks ago. She was babysitting these two kids, and two boys broke in, and then one of the kids she was babysitting had to, kill them in front of her. And I'm like, this has never happened. Like, this is not even a story from her past. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. So yeah, like, and they've been testing her. I mean, I told her to last time I talked to the head nurse that runs it all, and I'm like, regularly test her for UTIs. This is a thing in our family. We have issues with our kidneys, right? So, I'm trying to make it clear. And also, she has hypercalcemia from a brain tumor issue that was resolved, but like, has damage that was left over. So yeah, like she doesn't have a fever. She's not like, and I mean, she was in the hospital for like 2 months. They were testing her every day because I get the reports. And like, if the white blood cell count was up, then they would have like pushed something more. So I'm like, my only thought is okay, so like me and her grew up, we watched every crime procedural TV show in existence. I was going to work in criminology. I always wanted to work in that. We have family who are in law enforcement too. So like, yeah, KK, I think it's TV. I think she's remembering a TV show and thinking that this happened to her because like literally our whole lives, this is the TV we consume. We consume like all of the procedural crime stuff and documentaries and all of this, right? So I'm like, it's got to be a TV show, you know? That's what I'm thinking. But like, because normally dementia, they remember past memories. But I'm like, this has never happened. Oh, and she's convinced that we have another cat named Precious, and it's a black cat. We've never had a cat named Precious, by the way. So I'm just like, okay, that this is weird. So it's better that she's there now too, especially because I'm like, okay, well, she's hallucinating stuff that's like not real. Like it's never even happened. Like if something, because like dementia runs in my family. People of my family have had Alzheimer's, but dementia especially. So like usually with dementia, I just lean into it. I just lean into their hallucination. But she's remembering stuff that's trauma, and it's not even real. Like it didn't happen. I think it's from TV. So now I'm like, I'm not going to lean into that because she's reliving a traumatic memory and crying in front of me and talking about how traumatic it was and how hurt she is and all this. And I'm like, this isn't good. Like, what do I do with this, right? So I asked them to send like a therapist in to talk to her, because she's also, my family is very, even though mental illness runs in my family, we deal with a lot of stuff. We've had schizophrenia and everything. My family is like scared of therapists and stuff. And I think it's because, as far as I remember, and I might be misremembering, my great grandma, so my grandma's mother, ended up in an asylum. And we're talking like early 1900s, late 1800s. So, you know what the asylums were like back then, right? And like she actually had some psychological issues. So, like, they tortured her pretty much. And my grandma was always scared of getting help. Everyone in my family was always scared of getting help. And I think it's because of the trauma from these old asylums. I've always been like wanting help, but like my mom would be like, no, that's like the one thing. She's always like really open about everything, but there's some things she was just like dead set again. So I didn't start getting help for my depression and all my other issues until I left home, because she did not support me going to therapy. She wouldn't support me trying any depressants. Like, and I have like some major mental health issues, right? So I'm just like, yeah, it's just crazy. So I asked him to send in a therapist, but I'm like, but don't say that you're a therapist, because then she'll start freaking out and yelling and crying and telling you to go away. So like, just sit down and be like, hey, I'm just here to chat with you today. Like, we're just let's hang out and chat, right? Like, that's the best way you can handle it. So they have a social worker, they said, on staff that like does therapy stuff, and they're going to send in the social worker just to kind of like chat with her. Because I said to him, like, she's reliving trauma that has never happened to her, but like, that's traumatic, right? Like, how do you, like, it can't be good for her brain to be having a trauma response, you know? So they're going to do that. But then last time I was there, she was really happy and she was normal and she was talking to me like, she was lucid again. So I'm like, okay, this is good. This is good, right? And, but it's just like, and it's tough because I know one of the things that does freak her out there, and we were there, and then one of the older people was screaming at, they were in the middle of doing a shower for this woman, and then she's screaming. You can hear it all through the halls. She's like, don't touch me. And she's freaking out. It's just like one of those moments of delirium, I believe. So it's like, everything's fine in this place and people are so nice and friendly, because she also, this is very rare too in Canada, you often don't end up in the hospital, get put on the list to go to long-term care. You often don't get put in a place that's even in the same city, because if you're in the hospital waiting for a bed, they'll put you whatever becomes available, right? She got in our same city and she got her number one choice for a long-term care home, which we signed up for years ago. So she got her number one choice. This is super rare. So I'm like, Mom, you need to respect that you got that. Like, take this opportunity, because like, no, rarely does this happen. So this is a really good home. The people there are very nice, and I can walk to it. I don't have a car anymore. It's literally just down the street. I can just walk there. Super close. It's super, super close, right? So yeah, so like, I understand it's those moments though where like someone's having like a flashback, or Alzheimer's moment or dementia or whatever, and they start screaming, and that stuff like freaks her out. And I'm like, I totally get that. And like, I think like part of that too is the empathetic like reaction that you have to someone like freaking out in front of you, and that's a lot. It's like constantly triggering your emotions. So I'm like, I totally get that. And that is draining. It is very draining. So, but it's like, that's why I'm like, therapy, talk to the therapist, right? So yeah. Asylums, a lot of folks don't fully think of what actually happened there. Oh yeah, no, there's bad stuff. Yeah, like so my aunt was schizophrenic. She's passed away now, and just a few years back. But electroshock therapy helped her. Electroshock therapy actually works for a lot of people with schizophrenia, but they don't do it anymore because it's like, it was abused too much and used for like really horrible experiments, right? But yeah, like my great grandmother, I believe it was in there, and there's a lot of stuff that went down. Yeah, it's like women especially were treated worse in these places, like asylums and everything, and psychiatric help it only got better in like, so in the 60s, some bills were passed, some things were passed by Kennedy because his sister was in, actually she had problems and she was in an asylum, and he saw like a lot of the issues, and so he did a lot of work for mental health. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but he did. So they did start to get better around that time, but like, just accepting that people have depression without needing to be in an asylum, like, and just accepting therapy and antidepressants, like, this is all a new thing. People like forget that this is very new. Like, 1990s, I would say, because the 80s was like starting to be like, okay, how can we do therapy, like 60s and 70s. I think the like spiritual movement did help with the talk therapy stuff becoming more accepted. The 80s is when they kind of started experimenting with drugs and such, for like, and I mean like pharmaceuticals, stuff to take for that. But like, honestly, the current modern day mental health supports that we have, which are still not great, but like much better. This is very new. This is like 90s, and a lot of people forget this. So, um, but yeah, anyway, I know I got sidetracked. Cass said, the nursing school I went to was in a Victorian mental asylum. Great uncle actually worked there in the 1940s, closed in the 90s. Yeah, there's a lot of places too that just recently closed that were still being outed. Like, oh God, the laundries in, I think it's Scotland and Ireland. Like, I just learned about those a few years ago, and they were just recently like shut down, and they were still being very abusive to everyone in there. It's crazy. Stuff is not fixed, but it's much better than it was. Reagan really made mental health go back. Yeah, yeah. Sadly, I mean, that's sort of the problem, right? It's like, maybe we would be better in an anarchist society, but then maybe we wouldn't, because then we have horrible people that kind of just take advantage. So it's like, I don't know. I don't, there's no like perfect utopia option for humankind. You watch things like Star Trek stuff, like, oh yeah, that'd be great, but it's like, I think the only way that we don't, I don't know, like, capitalism is definitely holding us back, but it's also, that's sort of our prison. So by design, it's holding us back. Like, a lot of people don't realize we get less days off than peasants in the medieval era. Peasants only worked 160 days a year because they figured out, the church and the crown figured out, if they gave them more time off, they wouldn't revolt against them. So like, we don't get we don't get that many vacation days. So it's crazy. It is. Um, yeah, and I need a new chair. Oh, my chair broke. That's the other thing. This is my like filming chair. It's not like super comfortable, but so yeah, and I'm going to be working on some hate merch, as Dust puts it. I'll get some stuff out soon. There's a design that Douglas is going to work on when he has time, as well, and we'll get all that out, because I'm going to kind of do that to raise some money for a new chair. Yeah, just stuff keeps breaking. I'm like, my computer just like went on me today, then the chair. There's something else broke too. I can't even remember. Something happened at the same time that the chair broke. I don't remember now. Just everything keeps breaking. But yeah. Anyway, um, I know we got sidetracked. I do want to talk about Beardo. I know. And that's the thing. I mean, I could have like not streamed today because of all the crap storm that hit, but my makeup's already done. And you know what? Hold on. I want to sign into my other device that doesn't have ads, or my other account, sorry. Hold on one second. Okay. Phone. Where are you? There you are. Okay, hold on. Right, because everything's signed out. Okay, well, send me the damn thing. It's not sending me yet. Oh, no, I'm dumb. Hold on. I'm a dummy. Okay, skip. like there's so much work that's gonna have to be done on my freaking computer. I seriously want to like just die. Okay, hold on. Let's bring up your scanner. Oh, the heating pad died. Right. So like the heating pad broke. Hold on here. Let me. What's this? Okay, hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. It's down here. Okay, okay. So here, let me. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Ignore the background. So this thingy. So it's normally like. So I kind of did a sewing thing to fix it, but so it normally had a thing on the other side that kept it together. Oh, thank you, Ken, for the new chair fund. Thank you. So it like, I kind of like I kind of fell asleep in like a weird sitting up position because of migraines. I have to like kind of sit up. It's weird. I know not everyone's like that, but I like my body like pulled on it and it popped this off, like freaking broke. So like all the wire, it's pulling all the wire out. So like the thing is, I bought a new one of these. Okay, so this is a heating pad. It's really nice. I bought a new one. All the new ones are really thin and they don't get as hot as this one. So I don't know how to get this one again. But the new one, I need this because this heating pad's like been the best for pain. And so, whoops, sorry. So the new one is like it was almost like $100. It's like 80 or 90 bucks or something. So I'm like, listen, when it comes to fibro, like we choose heating pad over food. This is just the way it is. Okay. So I'm like, I'll figure out chair later, but heating pad I have to get. So I did get it. I will keep it in the bedroom, but like, it's not good. Like this one, I only have to put it on like, there's like, let me see. Right. So this is like level 3 here. And that's all I really need to put it on. Usually when I'm in bed, I have it at like 1 or 2. But it's because it's like thick or something and heavy. I think that's why it holds the heat better. So then the new one I bought, I have to have it all the way up to the top level. So I have no idea where to find this one. I don't know. Maybe KK, I might need you to like order it from the US because like, I don't know. What they're shipping in Canada isn't the same thing. So I have to see if you have the link to it still. I might need to, I'll get you money after the chair. I'll get you money, see if you can order it and just plan to like ship it to me. Because the heavy one, this one's a lot heavier. And I think the weight also helps make it hot. Like I put it against my leg and stuff in bed. So it's like, no, you can't get a used heating pad. They'll it's dangerous. you just want to buy new. Like the thing is, people with fibro, we use up heating pads and heating blankets so much that we buy them regularly. But thank you, Kelly Joe, as well for the $4.99 and oh yeah, Ken did $19.99. Thank you for going for the new chair fund. Yeah. You can't get the exact one anymore. See? Okay, so like keep an eye out if you see it, KK. So all the ones that I look to buy again, they're all solid color, right? But this one is 2 different colors. It's like, it's almost like the padding is like they took like 4 pieces of material and put it all together. But the new one, it feels really thin. And I'm just like, that's what's, the heat is escaping. It's not as hot and it's not as heavy. So it's also not as hot because it's not as heavy, but also not as thick. So, but yeah, I mean, take a look around, see if you can find, I think that if we can find one that's the 2 colors, like each side is a different color, I think that's the good one. But yeah, it's just like, I'm so like frustrated because I want the same one back. So I kind of like sewed the edges of it to hold the thingy in so it stops pulling out so much because it's pulling all of the heated coil out, right? But it's just like, yeah, KK takes care of me. She helps me out. And like in the States, so in Canada here, we can't get lidocaine strips, like patches. It's like not possible here. So, but in the States, you guys have them. And these lidocaine patches, they help so much with my pain, my migraines, everything. So now it's like KK, so you can get some from Amazon. So she like sometimes orders me some from Amazon. And I have this new thing now, where like this part of my thumb is hurting real bad. So the last set of like lidocaine strips you sent me, KK, like pretty much just every day put a strip on my thumb because it's hurting so bad. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's carpal tunnel, but I don't know. And then like there's the really good ones, which I won't talk about who sent them to me because I don't know like if there's any illegalities around it. But the States, you guys have really good ones. And then there's a company I can buy from that also ships into Canada from the US, and they sell ones that are made in Japan or China. They're, I can't remember the name of them. It's a very popular name that you guys would recognize, but so I can order those too, and they're sort of like in between quality. Like they're not as good as the prescription. The prescription ones are really good because they stick really well and they're really thick, and they like the gel and it like soaks in really nicely. And those ones work really well for my migraines. So the other company I can order from though, they sell very similar design, but they don't stick very well. I still like order them, but they definitely aren't as sticky, so they tend to fall off. So, um, yeah, I can order the, oddly enough, so Tiger Balm also has patches. And at first KK sent me some that she had left. I tried it on my neck and shoulders. And like, I didn't feel a single thing. I thought that they didn't work, but there was still one more that she had and my back was hurting. So I put it on my back to try. I can feel it on my back. So like my neck and shoulders, the skin is so desensitized because I use a lot of creams too. I'm pretty sure I like fucked up my skin. My skin. It's like very desensitized. Like I don't feel A535 really. I don't feel Tiger Balm, like none of that works, but I feel the heating pads and the lidocaine strips, and I do use arnica gel. That works pretty good. And I do use that live relief cream that I put KK onto, which is only available in Canada. So like, damn, like if only we could combine everything together. So our milk sucks, but our lidocaine strips are awesome. Yes. Yeah. So, but yeah, so like I can order some of the lidocaine patches in. So I've been doing some of that. The ones that KK can order from Amazon, is that they're like, they're almost like a tension strip thing. Like I don't know if I have any in front of me. You know those like stickers that people put on themselves and it looks like a tensor bandage? They're like that. So they're really nice because you can like kind of use them for the tensor thing too. So I do like those sometimes. Like they work really well for like the shoulder pain and the hand pain and stuff. But like the migraines on my face, the like puffy prescription ones are like the best. And it's like if they were available here, my doctor would gladly give them to me because they don't want me on all these like, I mean, ideally if I didn't have to take all these damn meds, but yeah. Tiger Balm patch is hit or miss for me because I'm desensitized. Yeah, I'm desensitized. I didn't realize I'm all desensitized in my neck and shoulders. My neck and shoulders have always had the most pain, and I have used a lot of very weird things. Sports tape. Yeah, it's like sports tape. That's it. Yeah, kinesiology tape. Exactly. Kinetic tape. Yes. Yeah, it's like that. So, anyway, that's my story. I don't know where I was going with it. But let's check out the Beardo thing. I know, I'm like chatty. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. All right, let me see.
No, I don't want to be part of this. This is all
See. Hello, computer. Where is the sound? Okay. I told you to use this.
fucking thing.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me know what the sound is like for this.
I'm just here to go to Spa.
We're going to a creepy house in a minute.
Oh, that was loud. Okay, hold on. Okay.
But I thought I'd drop by to this house over here. This nice house over here. You can see it over there, look. The nice door.
How does that sound? Let me know if that one sounds okay for you guys. American dairy is gross. It is. Like, it's like watered down. Like, you guys process it too much. No wonder Americans are so obsessed with raw milk. Like, honestly, you guys do process it too much. I feel like, you know, in America, if maybe you guys processed it like we do, then there wouldn't be so many raw milk like situations. Oh, did you link the lidocaine tape? Yeah, yeah. If there's anything on Amazon, if you can link it, that'd be great. Okay, hold on. Let me get this drink got all warm while we were sitting here chatting. Let me go get a new drink. And then we will watch this. It sounds okay? Okay, perfect. Thumbs up on sound. Okay, perfect. So this chair is like a little bit noisy. It's not as bad as my other chair, but like you can kind of hear it, right? I don't think I can ever find a chair that's not noisy. That's not all of us. Please don't lump us together. Wait, what? Americans? No, I didn't say that you all drink raw milk. I said that's probably why there's like a raw milk. Like a lot of people in America really are into raw milk. I feel like this is maybe why. Almond milk, yeah. I don't mind the almond or the soy if it's like flavored. More for like if it's going into your coffee or something. Not coffee. No, that's gross. Tea. I'll do tea. Oh man. Milk directly from farms is far better than mass marketed. Yeah, the thing is like a lot of farms aren't doing it safely, so it's dangerous, you know? Yeah, crazy Bible things. Hold on. Let me just remove them from the chat because people like this don't listen. I suggest that you check out Monty Mater for this person who's in chat. Bye-bye. If you're going to come in here and spout out crap because this chat is labeled Pride, I suggest you check out Monty Mater. She will explain to you why the Bible actually doesn't say anything about homosexuality, that this is a misinterpretation. As well, there's also a reverend. I should have prepped this ahead of time. I should have actually found this thing. What is the name of this guy? Oh, God. What is his name? What is his name? I don't think he's a reverend. I think he's a priest. He's really cool. He actually like explains stuff from the Bible and corrects people. I can't remember his name. And I 100% should have grabbed this before the stream, considering all the stupid crap that people will come in here and say. Does it remove like everything you save on Instagram after so much time? No. Where is it all? Oh, here we go. Let's see. But Monty Mater covers the misunderstanding, the mistranslation from the Bible that makes people think that the Bible tells you that you cannot have homosexuality. The Bible says nothing about that. It's actually a misunderstood translation. Let me see if I can find this priest because he explains it much better. It's been a while since I saved one of his reels, though. But definitely, I suggest check out Monty Mater in general. She actually does a Bible study, too. I was in it for like a few minutes the other night because I just like learning from her. Because she knows her stuff really well. God, I can't find this priest. Yeah, it probably was a while ago when I saved something. The priest on social media that corrects. Let's see, is this him? Yeah, here he is. Dr. Reverend Caleb J. Lines. His username is Caleb J. Oh, yeah, Caleb J. Lines. So Caleb, CalebJLines. That is his username. Go check him out. Reverend Doctor. And he explains all the misunderstandings of the Bible. Actually, it is Pride Month. He probably has something up. Well, let's see if we can find something. I know that I watched something that he did and he broke all this stuff down, but yeah, he's talking about some other stuff going on in the news right now. Yeah, I'd have to go find it. I have to go find it. Oh, he just did a conversation too. He did like a podcast with someone about this. But the biggest thing I would say is, didn't Jesus say something about those who are without sin can pick up a stone? What is that? What is that thing? Point is, Jesus would not approve of this attitude towards people. He would have disgraced you for it, and he would have given you shit. So don't pop into someone's chat thinking that you know better when Jesus himself would smack you upside the head for being a fucking idiot. All right? Let's check out Beardo's video. All right. And Monty Mater is awesome. I do recommend you follow her. She knows her stuff. Like, she knows the Bible. She really knows her stuff. And she breaks stuff down really nicely. So, yeah, let those who are without sin cast the first stone. Exactly. Yep. All these people love to yap about Jesus, but everything that they do to their fellow man, Jesus would 100% smack you in the face for that. All right. Okay.
Do we have the light on? Yeah, that's Beardo.
All right. Beardo.
According to that guy, debunkers are toxic.
So that was Beardo's house.
Drama, nasty.
Yeah.
That guy that filmed my house and sent it to his mates. Beardo's Widows, Balls and Ghouls, how you all doing? No debunking today. You could say it's a bit of drama. It will be.
Yeah, Joan. And this is the thing. It does depend on the version of the Bible you're reading, because the Bible is mistranslated and was like edited for purposes of the crown and the church and what they wanted to tell people. That wasn't in the original text. So that's also something else to keep in mind as well. So, yeah.
By the time these clowns kick off. So, I saw a post on YouTube the other day, and boy did it make me chuckle. This Sunday night, I'll be going live with Haunted the Truth to talk deeply about the paranormal. Cool. This platform is not focusing.
Wait, what is this? OBS changed something. It said Cal sent in a gift. Where is it though? Oh, sent star for 2 jewels. What is this? What is this thing? Sent a star. I don't know what this is. This looks new. Oh, wait, I did sign up for something new in the back end. It was like, do you want to accept gifts during your stream? And I was like, okay. Like, what is that? And then I couldn't find any information on what that is. So Kel just sent in a star. On my streaming software, it came up with like a star thingy. On the desktop, it doesn't look like it did anything, but I suspect on the phone, it probably did like a little animation, because I saw an animation on my streaming software. So that's new. So now I kind of understand a little bit more what it is. Oh, I probably shouldn't have showed you guys this back end. Oops. Oh well. Someone banned me. No, you're not being banned, Kristen. Hey, TBX. How's it going?
Enough on it. And it's really annoying
Yeah,
that the
you are a
skeptical
mod.
mind has taken over. it's annoying that skeptical minds have taken over. What? Something that's mostly pseudoscience? So you don't want people to take it seriously? And
There's like
unnecessary
the
drama
tiniest
replaces
fly
the
in here.
interest.
It's one.
Right, so unnecessary
I haven't
drama
been able
has
to catch
replaced
it.
the interest, has it? So why are you talking about that instead of ghosts? Why do something that's doing the thing you're accusing people of doing? And as for this whole, the skeptical mind has taken over, like it's a bad thing, are you thick? And I recently covered this on a Facebook post, so it's just easier for me to read my own post, to be fair. But we do have a Beardo Gets Scared Facebook page if you want to go and check that out. I also have a new website.
Like, honestly, guys, I know, like, I don't really use Facebook much. I created like a Facebook page. Like, I left Facebook for a while. Facebook was actually my specialty. That's what I actually made a living on, was teaching small business owners about Facebook and stuff. This is back in the day. So I left Facebook because I'm like, I was going through so much life change, so much stuff, and I got tired of people asking me how I am. Like, that really bothers me. But when like people are like, are you okay? Is everything okay? I'm like, okay, I can't handle that. So I was going through a bunch of life change, left Facebook, then came back just because of this channel. And I'm like, okay, I'll make a Facebook page for this. And man, there's a lot of stuff that happens on Facebook in the paranormal and the debunking community. There's a bunch of stuff that is not covered in videos, like news and things, like a lot of crazy stuff. Even like right now, like Stevie's being like doxxed, or well, attempted doxxed. They didn't even get the right state. And like harassed and being threatened. Actually, this woman is threatening to like beat her up and all this stuff. So, oh, Ken, thank you for remember almost a super freak. And yeah, you saw the little star show up from Kel. All right, cool. I'll have to figure out what all that is.
BeardoGetScared.com, and I'll explain that website in a second. Won't I, Mark? One of the most bizarre statements I've read recently is skeptics have ruined the paranormal. No, they bloody well haven't. And here's what's really ruined the paranormal in no particular order. Bad evidence, overacting, faking, people shouting, did you hear that, when their own cat coat rustles. And the big one, believing absolutely everything is paranormal and silencing critics is bad for the paranormal. And more closed-minded than skeptics looking at all possibilities, real world or otherwise. Because people are just not understanding the skeptical mind. The skeptical mind is open to all possibilities. Ghosts, real world. You just look at the evidence provided to you. Skepticism is not the villain. We are more like cleaners after a party, where the ectoplasm smells suspiciously like monster and lies. I thought that line was really clever when I wrote it, and now I'm reading it, it's fucking awful. Anyway, people who claim skeptics are ruining the paranormal are just pissed off the skeptics did what their SB7 spirit box couldn't. Provided a clear answer. Zing. That was a good line, but it's also true. People are running all sorts of equipment, claiming it as proof and evidence, and it's proof and evidence of nothing other than that device is activated for very normal reasons most of the time. Paranormal hasn't been ruined by us asking questions, it was ruined by people refusing to answer the same questions. Paranormal has absolutely been ruined by, dude, bro, did you see that? Yeah, after you turned your camera in, there's nothing there. Wire pulls, masking techniques, overlaid sounds, all of that nonsense. That is what's ruined the paranormal.
I blame
People
Zach
not
Biggins.
questioning anything has ruined the paranormal. If something is genuinely paranormal and skepticism doesn't destroy it, it bolsters it. If something is genuinely paranormal, it should survive being poked, prodded, tested and questioned. Filmed in 4K. No proof of wire or string. Shouldn't rely on devices and apps proven not to prove a damn thing. A skeptic saying, well, it isn't the fridge or heating or the plumbing, should help the case, not dismantle it. But if checking the fridge and the plumbing collapses the case, then it wasn't bloody paranormal in the first place. Rule out everything normal first. Not be so closed-minded as to just assume it's a ghost or a spirit and not Brenda dropping her guts. Brenda next door dropping her guts. Skepticism ruined the paranormal is an excuse for your DR60 being shit. Your Class A EVP is your stomach growling. The shadow figure moves the exact same way as your cameraman. The poltergeist only plays up in 720p. Your REM pod goes off when you key your radio. Your ghost app says murder in a house when a murder never took place. But of course, you have to invent a story based off a random word generator. Skepticism isn't saying nothing paranormal exists. It's saying it's not paranormal. It's saying it's not paranormal just because you jumped and shouted, dude, bro, did you hear that? If your paranormal claim doesn't hold up to scrutiny, then you never had a paranormal claim. You had a monetized campfire tale. So, I watch a channel called Friday Night House, or Friday House, and he recently had Mark on his podcast. And I could see the same people in the comment section saying, why are debunkers only covering the large channels? And I've already proved that we don't. And then the same person is like, you need to watch this channel, what they call City Boys. And I looked, and it's like, this is just the boys, Mark 2. don't cover the boys because the boys are not making paranormal videos. They're comedians masquerading around in a paranormal video. And I've watched some of Dub Daddy's other stuff, and he's like, yeah, skeptics are welcome to look at us, and we like to see how wrong they get things. He's not claimed it's real. He's like, yeah, they can look all they want. It's fun. Now, unnecessary drama replaces the interest. Now, I get it. I absolutely get it. They have a point. They had a point. Because these pay are not exactly free of drama 24/7 now, are they? Now, I am going to be dropping some absolute nuclear bombs on these pay and the people they surround themselves with, mostly because I have kept my mouth shut for so long about the nasty shit these people are doing, and then they've got the cheek to go out there and say debunking is just toxic and this and that and the other. Now, they name certain debunkers, Kenny Biddle and a few others, as good skeptics, good debunkers. They omit other people because we name call. Well, when you do this for as long as I have, and people are claiming to be real and doing really horrendous things to defend their fakery, and we are going to get to that mark, I warned you when you first pulled you were shit. But I'll keep my mouth shut after I called the police. Leave me alone, I leave you alone. I've been told how obsessed you are with me from your side, and you keep picking and picking and picking. So, this is Mark from Haunted the Truth.
So, like, what's weird, there's a guy that's, like, obsessed with me and Stevie and, like, keeps wanting us to make a video on him, and I don't remember his name or his channel name right now. But it's weird because, like, we didn't even know that he existed, and he popped up, like, last year. But, like, they want us to make videos on them so that they get talked about a bunch. So, um, so, yeah, like, making a, this person's just making, like, a, what do you call it? Spare account. Catfish Tickles. But that's an awesome name that you chose for your new account
Truth.
to
Now, in
harass
my
us.
opinion, I have caught him and his cronies faking.
Go find
I keep
Jesus.
banging on about this poltergeist house that they can't release the details of. I've been reliably informed by people that have worked with them that it's a family member of one of the team. It's a family home. But that's just somebody telling me that somebody that apparently doesn't like them. But they're all buddy and chums again now, which is strange. So, Mark took some serious issues with me. Initially because I wouldn't shout him out. And then when I looked at his channel, I saw people shunting
Yeah, sock
people
account.
claiming he
That's
was a
what I was
ghost.
trying
I saw a K2-meter spin and fall off a banister, and then I learned that one of them... Sorry, this is Mad Mark, and then you got Chris. Chris is a magician, works in a magician shop. They've both tried to butter me up, then they've turned, then they've tried to butter me up, then they've turned, depending on which side of whose bed they've woke up on. But young Mark here took things a step further, because they were posting like these little shorts, taking shots at debunkers. I think it was meant to be funny, but it was in a week where everyone was coming at me, and I'm like, really? Do you think this helps just because I've shouted you out? Why are debunkers full of hate and loathing and all this cack? He didn't take it so well, and I'm like, well, if you're going to talk shit, I'm going to defend shit. So Mark couldn't get over that, tried to argue with me, I let it go, and then I get sent a video.
No, I don't want to be part of this. This is a funny little fucking revenge thing. I'm just here to get to spar.
We're going to a creepy house in a minute, but I thought I'd drop by to this house over here. This nice house over here. You can see it over there, look. The door there with the light on. Yeah, that's Beardo's house.
But by a guy called Jay's Mixed Bag, he had 3 or 4 different YouTube channels. They were sort of horror and debunking related. Then he was back into ghosts, and then he quits every couple of weeks because his channel doesn't grow. He complained once that he never got any help, even though I did help him. Well, he sent me a video, and the video was Mark from Haunted Truth and the guy that's no longer Haunted the Truth, sat on the roundabout opposite my home, giggling to themselves in a car or a van. And the bigger guy says, I want no part in this. And then Mark says, I want no part in your revenge. Mark turns around and films my house and says, that one there with the lights on, that's Beardo's house. And then he sends it in WhatsApp messages to people. These guys that don't want drama and think debunking is toxic and all of that, one of them was outside of my house filming it and sending it to his mates. Now, I have friends that were friends with these guys at that time, and they saw it. It was sent to a number of people. Jay sent it to me like, you need to put a stop to this, and I did the following. I called the old Bill said it's not a crime, and I said, right, fine. I'm going to go and live stream, sat outside his house, demand him come out there, and I'm going to confront him. And then the police were like, you can't do that. I was like, if he can turn up to my house and film himself, then I can do the same thing to him.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, this is an issue that we've faced, like Kristen as well knows, a bunch of us, where there will be credible threats against someone. Like, you guys all know how Kristen was being threatened, and her dog and stuff, and there was, like, pictures of the person's firearms and everything. Like, it's pretty credible. But you take it to the cops, and they're like, we can't do anything. And it's just like, they can't do anything until like pretty much somebody gets hurt, right? Actually, I was watching this Ewu video last night, because the only like really true crime stuff I'm kind of like, okay, what is safe to consume? And at this point, I'm like, police body cam footage is like my only thought, right? So let me see it. It's this one. Neighbor thinks he got away with murder. How old is this?
Hi,
Hold on, let me see.
somebody just shot our car up. I think my husband.
Okay. 8 days ago. So covering the case of Ian Rich. So if you look at this one, for example, these people kept calling the cops saying that this guy is like mentally unwell. He keeps threatening to kill us, and he has firearms, and he has this and he has that. And they kept calling and calling, and the police like, well, we can't do anything until he hurts someone. He then went and followed them and murdered her husband. Like, it's like we shouldn't have to lose lives and before the police do something. But sadly, like, it's weird. This is the world that we're in, right? It's just like we really can't get proper justice until somebody gets hurt, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, the guy in the car, one of the guys was like, I want no part of this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I feel like, and I do want to talk about true crime stuff again. I do want to record something about that too, but we'll talk about that in another video.
Or I'll do it publicly. But the police warned me if I was to do something like that, it's too aggressive and whatever. And I'm like, well, he did it. What's the difference? And I would have done it. I'm not scared of little rats like that will do something like that and risk me and my family's safety. I know there are other people on the internet, like Proven Demons, saying that they know where I live because somebody gave them my address. Was that you, Mark? No, I also want it to be noted that this dude here, Chris, Project Fright Night, I want to show you something here. He is a very, very good editor. Very, very good editor. Look at this. Amazing, amazing. I mean, there's little ticks. Things have moved and all of this. Where he's, yeah. But, this isn't him claiming this is paranormal. This is him using both editing skills that he's very good at. Editing skills on his magician's tricks to make a fantastic introduction. He's done really well with it. The same mistakes that are in that video that shows what it is happened on another video. See, he had a video called Ghosts. Ghosts Part 1 and Ghosts Part 2. And the video went missing while I was looking into it. There's a video with a guy stood on a bridge and he does the following. A stone land, the camera's here, the stone does this. But he says the stone came from over there. And make sure he gets his finger in shot. It's quite hard to get your finger in shot. And I did something very specific there. It came from over there because he threw it with his right hand. Not Chris. I don't think it was Chris. I can't remember who was the cameraman, and the video's not there anymore. And then that happens. People that have worked with these guys have come out and said, yep, they faked things. And if they want to argue this, absolutely fine, because I've got more that I will be releasing should they continue down this route of shit-talking and borderline harassment. The things that I have seen from these guys behind the scenes, borderline bullying some people, and then when people clap back at them, Mark does the, oh, it's my ADHD. Stop using ADHD as an excuse for being a substandard, badly behaved, poor excuse.
Yeah, this is something else that's been like bothering me too. I think we're past the mental health month. What is it? Or I think it's like March or April or something. When it comes up, I think that we should do like a stream and discuss it some more. But there's a lot of people out in the world that are they're like, oh, they were only mean, or they're only like rude because they're autistic, or they're this or they're that. And it's like, this is not, like, it's not okay to use a disorder to explain away being an asshole. Like, I know tons of people, I have ADHD. Like, I know tons of people who are autistic too, because he mentions autism later. So I don't know which one this guy lands on. I'm just going off of what Beardo's saying in the video. So it's like, I know tons of people who are autistic who aren't assholes. Like, I know tons of people with ADHD who aren't assholes. You can have a disorder, but it's your responsibility to get help for the disorder. If you can't control yourself to the point that you're hurting people, you're going out of your way to show up at their house. I don't know how this has anything to do with autism, but you know what I mean? Like, if your disorder is causing you to do bad things, then go see a freaking therapist, you know? Hey, El Diablo. So it's like, this kind of stuff really bugs me because I'm like, it makes everyone else who legitimately has these disorders look bad because everyone's like, oh yeah, okay, this guy's an ass, right? Oh, it's because he's autistic. So like someone meets you and you're like, oh, you know, they find out you're autistic, so they're immediately gonna be like, oh, they're gonna be an asshole randomly for no reason. Like, it makes everyone else look bad who have this, right? Like I'm neurodivergent. I have ADHD. I personally don't think I have any autism. Just because like, I don't know, when I like meet friends who have it, I don't think I do. I think I just have ADHD. But that being said, it's like, we're still neurodivergent, right? So like don't use this as an excuse. And I have friends who are autistic and they're very kind people. And also friends who have like BPD, like friends who have been through childhood trauma, like they have CPTSD. And like once who don't get any help, they can be really mean people. They can be very toxic to even their own existence, right? And it's like, it's your job to go get help for this. Like everyone else around you doesn't have to pay for your disorder. Like it's your responsibility to be responsible for your own actions is what I'm getting at, right? So like I just hate people that use this as an excuse. It's like no, like you being an asshole has nothing to do with the disorder. I mean it might, but like it's your responsibility to go and adjust that behavior, you know? Yeah, no worries, Cass. Yeah, go get some sleep. Anyone who needs to get some sleep. I know it's late. We started late because my computer's totally messed up. So it's gonna suck. Try to fix
For a
this.
human being. You're a nasty piece of work, and you can deny being a nasty piece of work as much as you want. But you are the only person that has ever turned up to my house, filmed my house, and then sent it to your friends. Now, I made Mark a promise that I would.
To be honest, like, what is it? Andrew from Proving Demons hates Beardo. At least is in the same like side of the world as him, and he hasn't even showed up at his house. Like, so it's a little intense to show up at someone's house. Like that's a little bit crazy. So yeah. Yeah, Rebel. I have plenty of help and still struggle. That's my responsibility to keep it under wraps. Yeah, like I have ADHD. I will interrupt people when they're talking. I usually interrupt people when I'm enjoying the conversation or enjoying what we're discussing, or I have like a really like high passion for what we're discussing, right? And I still do that, and it's mainly because I'm not being self-aware, and you know, something I'm always trying to work on, right? But it's like I have taught myself that when it's a serious conversation, like I really hold back. I like, you know, listen to them, don't interrupt them, listen to them. Like, you know, I'm like really pushing myself, and it's like something you have to learn to do. Like, and you can't just be like, oh, I have ADHD and that's why I always interrupt everyone. Like, no, you need to like try to work on this. Right? Like, I'm not perfect. None of us with ADHD are perfect. We still interrupt each other. Especially, well, people who have ADHD who are talking to other people who have ADHD, you tend to get into like a flow. Like it kind of works. I haven't met, there's only a couple that I've met who we do not jive. But the rest of ADHDers, usually we jive and we kind of still get the conversation out there. But it's like trying to teach yourself to wait your turn, listen to them, let them finish their point. It's still a struggle, but it's my responsibility to try to work on that. Right. And like I have bad anxiety, and I used to have horrible anxiety attacks. At one point, they were so bad because of some trauma I went through. And like I'd be like making a scene out in public, and I'm like, I don't want to make a scene, and it makes everyone else around us uncomfortable. It makes my significant other uncomfortable because it's embarrassing, and I'm like, I need to figure this out. And I went to like therapy, a lot of therapy, to fix this, right? Because I'm like, it's my responsibility. But like if I want to be an asshole and be like, no, I'm not going to work on myself, I'm going to be lazy, and I'm just going to blame everything on my anxiety, you know. At least you don't talk over people, Wink. I know I do a little bit, but usually it's when I'm enjoying. But that's what I'm saying though. Like I do try really hard. Whereas like when people who talk over someone all the time is like, I have ADHD, that's why. No, you need to try to work on that. Okay. Like I do it, yes, still, but I really do try to work on that. And there's a lot of times I don't talk over people because of I often will put myself, I'm like, okay, this is a serious conversation. Not going to interrupt. Or this person's crying. I'm not going to interrupt. Like, you know, and I've had to learn that behavior because it's my responsibility to not be an asshole to people. So, you know, I'm not perfect, but at least I'm trying, right? But yeah. When I'm in serious conversation, I only interrupt if I need to say something, so don't forget. That's why people with ADHD usually interrupt, is so they don't forget. And so when I was having trouble in my corporate job, what I started doing is I would bring a notebook and a pen to like meetings, and I would start writing down the thing I wanted to say but didn't interrupt them to say. And that worked really well for me. And I was able to kind of put myself into like a mode of like, okay, this is a serious conversation, no interrupting, right? So it's like I kind of can put myself into that mode. Now, when I'm doing like content creation or like if I'm doing podcasts or things like this with people, I don't do that writing thing because then I'm not looking at the camera and then people like assume I'm not paying attention. It's a whole thing. So a lot of times if it's a serious conversation, I just end up letting the thought pass me, and if I don't remember, I don't remember, because I'm trying to respect the other person that I'm conversing with, right? But if I'm just like in there with someone who's very like talky, like my best friend Jilly and me, like we'll just go, we just keep going and going. But I always like tell everyone too, like if we're just hanging out or if we're doing like a fun laid back like podcast or recording or whatever, I'm like, just interrupt me, because like I will just keep talking. Like just interrupt me. I like I'm not gonna be mad if you interrupt me, because we're just having a fun discussion, we're conversing. And even when I'm trying to be serious, if you're interrupting me all the time, I tend to not get mad, because I'm like, if you're interrupting me, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Like if you're interrupting me this much, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Especially when you interrupt me with the same question and you repeat the same question, and then I feel I have to answer it a different way because you're clearly not listening, right? Then you know what ends up happening is I kind of disassociate and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like wait for them to stop making noise, and then I will try to say something, and then they'll interrupt me again. So I'm kind of like, I just kind of like check out. So yeah.
Never take this any further. I'd never release this to public as long as it stopped, and it stopped then. This was quite some time ago. Then Matt comes into a live stream, apologises to me, apologises to my wife, and then says, look, can we have a discussion about it? And I was like, yeah, sure, fine. And then my wife said, don't have a discussion with him. The way he's behaved is absolutely appalling. Don't give him the time of day, because you're just going to get lied to. You're going to lose your rag. He'll clip it. I was like, yeah, fair point. Why should I give the time of day to somebody that filmed my house and sent that footage to his mates to have a laugh, while one of his mates is really uncomfortable saying, I want no part in your revenge? And friends of mine are friends with this dude and think he's harmless. I don't think that's harmless. I think that's fucking disgusting. I wish I could tell you how I really feel, but it would be against the terms of service, especially when the police went, oh, he hasn't technically broke any laws, but if you do it. I was fucking raging. Back to Fright Night Project. Chris, that same video, Ghost 2, there are stones being thrown in a place called Chirk Mills. Is it Chirk Mills? Whatever.
Duff Mills, that is a very unfortunate name. Yeah, if I'm upset, I have zero filter, interrupt a lot. Yeah, like I tend to disassociate too. I do. I tend to dissociate. Yeah, it's a zombie saying. I tend to as well. Hey, Silk X. But like, and that's the thing though, like I'm like a weird, when I get anxiety, I cry. So sometimes when I'm really upset, then I'll cry because I'm upset about something, but I have anxiety of people asking me what's wrong and me having to explain it to them when I'm like, so I'm already upset and I'm exhausted from being upset. And then if someone asks me what's wrong and then I have to explain it again, then I start getting more upset again, but then I get an anxiety attack for some reason. Now I know what the reason is, but anyway, so what ends up happening is I'm a very ugly crier because of all this. So the worst thing that I hate the most is when people are like, are you okay? When I'm in the midst of being upset. But that's like I want people to check on me though. Like, I mean, everyone does, right? But it's like, I don't know. I think it's like a thing where if I'm not crying, but I'm like on the fucking brink of it, and someone asks me if I'm okay, I will start crying, and then I start having anxiety, and then I start hyperventilating. And I'm crying and hyperventilating and I'm trying to explain things. But once I get into that, I can't stop that crying. So then it's just like loud noise and choking, unable to breathe and like all this stuff. So I'm like, I think that's why else I have this anxiety attack over it, because I'm like, oh my God, if I start crying in front of someone, it's like, oh my God. Ladies Friday, cry at everything. Ladies Friday, did you tag yourself? You're a Cancer. Yeah, I mean, I date a lot of Cancer and Pisces for the plot. I know astrology is debunked, but like, man, it's still fun. I think the reason I do it is because of my abusive ex. Yes, that is why I disassociate. A lot of my issue is because of my abusive ex, and also because of my health issues that actually caused me like PTSD. It was a whole thing that happened to me very quickly, and lots of poking and prodding and constant like, oh, we're going to do surgery. Oh, you're going to lose your eyesight. Oh, you're going to lose the ability to walk. Like, it was just like, it was insanity. And it happened very quickly, and a lot of doctors, a lot of tests, and a lot of things all at once. And like, I ended up with PTSD from it, and I had to go to, this is what's like really got my anxiety out of control. And I had to go to a lot of therapy to be able to see a doctor again, because I was so like traumatized from it all. So yeah. I ditched my partner. I appreciate your explanation, because I get mad and dissociate. Yeah, I do dissociate a lot from, yeah. Wait, Joan, are you crying right now? Don't cry. The thing is, like, Joan's like really funny and sassy, and like she like has a very strong, like, I don't know, like I find her like really strong, and like I think that she's like someone that can like stand up to a lot of people. But yeah, but like she just will randomly cry sometimes, and I'm like, man, don't cry. Like, you're such a strong person. Natural gray highlights coming out in his beard look good. You know, one time he was like, he was all gray, but he had his hair like cut shorter, and it was like long on top. And like there was a time where there was a hairdresser coming to see him often, and his hair is very shiny, like not dyed hair, but it's natural. And it looked like really nice. It was like coif or something. I don't know what the word is, but it was like all fancy on top. And it was very shiny, and it looked really good. And I'm like, you should do that hairstyle. But I think he likes it long, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. I did not purposely do it to myself. I did not purposely at myself. Okay. Let me live life how I choose with tears. Okay. Oh God. Yeah, Joan is hilarious. She's awesome.
There you go there, stones are thrown. Other people I know have gone there, never had a stone be thrown. So, is it just these guys being targeted by some stone-throwing demon, or is it them throwing stones? Well, having
I know,
people
I
that have
saw
gone out
I
to
saw
these
Beardo's
mills
hair
with them,
situation.
whilst never actually seeing them throw the stones always came from the direction of Chris. I didn't want to put this out there. I didn't want to go at them, but they keep fucking picking. Now, also, I've seen Chris.
I'm sorry, Kelly.
He's a fantastic editor and a magician. I have seen him look at clips on live streams and go, oh, I can recreate that. And then he recreates it and leaves the people he was sat with all like, how did you do that so fast? How did you do this? Because he's very good at editing a magician's tricks. And that's what any video that he features in.
And that's the thing. That's what I was saying about Debunked Paranormal. I don't know if... Did I do a stream? No, I think I was just on Dust's live, and I was commenting on it. Like, if you go watch his lives, like, he will go and recreate an edit that like Twin Paranormal does, and he'll recreate it in like 2 seconds during a live. And I'm like, people are questioning his skills as a debunker compared to the shape, and I'm like, no, like, dude has like mad editing skills. Why did he see that thing in the TV? Because he has an eye for it, because he's an editor. Like, he actually is a professional. Like, he does like special effects and stuff. So like, he just has an eye for picking out stuff that's anything that's edited, right? So it's like, I'm not surprised that he saw that thing in the TV. Sorry, you guys might not have context, but anyways, the whole thing that happened, like, I don't know, a few weeks back. So
that's what's going on. In my opinion, that magician and those editing tricks is what's going on in every video he is part of. Now, back in the day, I thought Mark was the magician, and he's not, so whatever. Chris has messaged me a couple of times when he was trying to stick his tongue up my asshole, and he was like, hey, I'm not a magician, I just work in a magician shop, and I know some basics, and blah, 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 blah. But then I look at that introduction, that one there. Oof. Looks like magic to me. So Mad Mark, the dickhead that was filming my house, he was on the Friday night podcast, the Friday House podcast, and he said the following. This debunker's good, that debunker's good, the other debunker's good. But when you start calling people
Hold on, wait. I just need to make fun of him for a minute. Hold on, wait. The Lego guy. The Lego drama. Lego drama owner mustache. Hold on, wait. We need to... Bricks and minifigs. That's it. Bricks and minifigs. The owner's mustache is crazy. Like, the owner's mustache is crazy. Oh, here. There, it's like... Hard to see in this picture, but it goes... Bloop. Anyways, him playing with his mustache is reminding me of the owner of Bricks and Figs. Look at the mustache. It's weird, man. Anyway.
People names. When you start being toxic, nobody should be covering the same channel over and over again. Once you've done them once, leave them alone, otherwise you're a bully. And you've been attempting, you and your circle of friends have been attempting to bully Bristol Paranormal Hunters for months now. And it was weird that it only started when I worked with them and not you. I worked with them and suddenly they were up my ass, they were tonguing my asshole. You were the guys messaging me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Please come and work with us. Please give us a voice. Please let us speak. But Mark's on this stream and he says, I can't say who told me and I can't show any proof, so it's just
My lips are like
words.
hurting.
But I know that debunkers are being paid. Certain debunkers are being paid to let channels get away with stuff. But he named almost every...
Yeah, so this guy's like saying, and yeah, the Lego thing is crazy. It's a crazy story. If any of you watched Danky Jabot, he did a 3-hour video of it that was very concise and like explained it well, because there's a lot of content to work through. So yeah, so essentially this guy goes on. So this guy does this, records this thing, like it was 2024 or something, I think, when this guy recorded this. So Beardo finds out, then he's like, all right, listen, I'll let it go, you know, if you let it go, but like no more of this like back and forth and picking at the, like no more of this toxicity and drama on your end. Who's like, he's kind of starting the fights, right? So Beardo didn't debunk him, didn't involve him, didn't call out his name, didn't even out that this video happened. Nobody knew about this, right? He's like, I'll let it go if you just like back off of anyone. So then this guy goes on a podcast the other night, Friday House. You might see him in chat sometimes here. So he goes on his podcast and he's like complaining about all the debunkers, but he's like, oh, but these debunkers are all right. And he names off a ton of people that aren't Beardo, right? And then he's saying that Beardo and a bunch of us are getting paid off, but it's like, no one's getting paid off. I think that he, like, I'm assuming he's like thinking because people are going out on ghost hunts with certain people that that's like payment or something. I guess. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
debunker except me and Mike from Real Evidence, which is like, are you suggesting that I'm getting paid by somebody to turn a blind eye? To what? Because fuck all goes on. In fact, Bristol Paranormal Hunters sent me a video of a noise at a location. They were like, can you tell us what this is before we say something stupid? And I went, I've heard that noise before, and I think it's a backed up toilet, because I've heard that exact sound at another location where the toilet was broke. You're in an abandoned place. And they were like, they checked the sound I captured against what they captured, and they were like, that's absolutely a backed up toilet. That's why they have my respect, because they didn't film they haven't paid me off. They're not buying my affection. I've given them streaming equipment and helped them set up their OBS and stuff. They've bought me some gifts because of the friendship I've provided. Friendship that doesn't involve YouTube and the paranormal. Just guys meeting up and having a laugh most of the time, because we've met up more away from YouTube and the paranormal than we have for YouTube and the paranormal. We just get along. They're not buying me and they're not paying me. It's just called friendship. That's how friendships work. You guys...
Hey Rebel, thank you for the 25 donation for Pride Month. Thank you. And yes, I appreciate it. I need a new chair very badly. This chair and the other chair I'm using for now is killing my back. So I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hold on, I just forgot I was going to create another restore point just in case. After I did some virus updates. Bristol does amazing. Debunks of their own. I don't think I've watched very much of them, but saying like, if you can, a super duper heating pad. Yeah. I do need to find that one again. Like, and this thing, so like, I don't like the Ouija brothers. I don't, they lost my respect when they did that whole thing with that guy who died inside the house and stuff. Yeah. Money, please. Yeah. So, but you know, I can say to Beardo, yeah, I don't really care for them. I don't really trust them, you know, da da. And he'll be like, sure, whatever, you know, but he's still friends with them. And a lot of these people that he's friends with, that people are like, oh, you know, they, da da da, they're paying him off, this and that. It's like, they're actually, they hang out like at the pub more or like whatever. They go out for like drinks or like dinner or whatever more than they've done ghost hunting. So he's like actually friends with them, right? And I think that's fine to do. And, you know, if other people are like, oh, I don't like them, as long as you're like, well, I don't like you either and I hate you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people can have people that they dislike as long as you don't fight them on it. I think that's fine. um, Sorry, what were we saying, Silk? You're numb because you found your boyfriend and the meds you're on. There's been a lot going. Okay, so you found your deceased boyfriend. I'm assuming that they put you on like antidepressants, because yeah, like some of those will like numb you out. So I'm sorry that you found that. I know I had to deal with my friend who took her life, and I was on site for that sort of stuff too. And I had to see a lot of stuff. It's tough. It's tough to deal with. I recommend a lot of therapy. Those situations can usually, if it's something that you weren't expecting, like if it's sudden, uh, you have the same grief response and trauma response as if it was someone in your life who got like murdered, for example. So like when this happened with my friend, like the cops gave us cards to like these trauma therapists. And I was like, well, this isn't really trauma. And they're like, it is though, because you're going to struggle to get past this. Like, it's not a normal death, right? So like, definitely extra therapy, go back for more therapy. I've always done that. I'm still like I still deal with like mental health issues from going through that with her specifically. Tons of people in my life have died, and that's not nothing compared to that. So it's really tough to deal with. And sometimes antidepressants just like numb you so that you can get your life sorted. I have done that before. Just like put me on something so that I can just get my life worked out again, because sometimes having no emotions is more effective. So I totally understand. And yes, ladies fright. If you're ever in crisis, please reach out to 988. That is a number I think the whole world can call. But if you are over in like Europe, I think that they have a number too, which I don't know off the top of my head. But 100%, I do recommend therapy. It is really good. Just getting stuff sorted out, looking after my parents. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I went on to look after. It's tough being a caregiver too. Give yourself a break, and definitely therapy. I really do recommend. And like good therapy, not don't use Better Health. They are not real therapists, and they don't follow HIPAA. So yeah, 988, I don't know if it's available in all countries, but like all of North America and I think Mexico too, you can call 988 and it just puts you in touch with like it's a hotline for like crisis. If you're in crisis, you can just call it from, I thought it was like worldwide, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe like, cause zombies in Australia. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys can't call it, but like, you never know. However, if you just search like, if you Google like crisis line, it'll give you like the number that's in your local region. And it'll give you specific ones based on what your issue is as well, you know? So I definitely recommend that. He made a fart sound behind me months after he passed. He made that sound when he was feeling silly. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. It's good to hang on to good memories for sure, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, 988 it's really easy to remember. BetterHelp does not follow HIPAA. If you are using BetterHealth, cancel it, stop going, ask for all of your records to be destroyed. They just hire nobodies. Like you can just apply to be a therapist. You don't need a degree. They don't check degrees. You can just lie. And there have been a lot of people's records that have been leaked. There was like, I can't remember who it was. It was a big one. there was a content creator and their mother was using BetterHelp, and her stuff that she was telling her therapist got leaked, and it was leaked especially because her like child was a content creator. I feel like it was a female content creator. But like this, so a lot of stuff got outed during this too, because like there was stuff said that should not have made it out, like HIPAA. It's therapy of all places. Therapy, you should not be sharing people's stuff that they tell you in therapy, right? So like that happened, and then on top of that too, then they figured out that all these therapists aren't actually trained and registered. Not all of them, but like even one of them is too many, you know? Yeah, better help. They say, but it's better help. Yeah, stay away from them. They're not good. No. Yeah.
Wouldn't understand it, because didn't you all fall out not so long ago? I mean, you fell out with Jay because you treated Jay like shit, but now he's back in the fold and suddenly he hates everything again, and then he deleted his channel and then he came back. Wasn't it you guys that told me that Jay did a social experiment?
That's it. Philip DeFranco did a big expose on it. This was like a few, I want to say 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Just Google Philip DeFranco, BetterHelp. He did a big video on this, with receipts and everything. So check it out. Yeah.
Where he made out that his daughter was being harassed and bullied online because of his channel. And then when he was outed for it, by you guys, I think, he was like, oh, yeah, it was a social experiment. It never really happened. It was a social experiment. And then he
I remember
changed his
that,
channel,
yeah.
turned it in, but then blamed everyone else, including, well, you guys. I know you're all friends now. And this is the biggest problem that you lot have got, is every time you all fall out, you start coming to me, telling tales about each other, and they did this, they did that. Jay's a fucking liar.
This does happen to us too. Sometimes we'll get approached by people because they had like falling out with people or something, and we just like, you listen to them, but like try to like take what they're saying too with a grain of salt, or like try to be cognizant that, you know, they're only coming to tattle on their friends because they're mad at each other, right? Like that, it's so ridiculous that this even happens. Yeah.
Have the bollocks or the stupidity to say that skepticism is ruining the paranormal and drama is ruining the paranormal, where behind the scenes you cannot stop causing.
Next I'll be told Scentbird is run by a cult leader. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, like there aren't many sponsors that are like safe. Like that's why if you watch Mini Minuteman, Milo, right, the archaeologist, he never uses a sponsor, and he says because like all these sponsors are like really horrible people, so, or have like major issues or whatever going on. There's some that I would do myself, like there's a intimacy toys. I don't know what's that on YouTube. There's a provider for that. What is it? What are they called again? Bellessa. I feel like I would be okay with them because they seem okay. Like the thing is, I would be open to doing, there's one food one. They're a small business, they're family run. They're not like, they don't have the drama behind them of, they do baked goods. It's something about baking. I'd have to look it up. They're okay. Now the thing is with the other one, Go Fresh Go. What the heck am I trying to remember? Whatever, you know, the food meal kits or whatever. So like, the thing is, they got outed for really bad business practices. Your comment is gone now. YouTube may have grabbed it if it was something. Sometimes this happens with YouTube, so I do apologize. So whatever, those like meal kit companies, they're all owned by the same one except for this one it's like a baked goods one, and I can't remember what the name of it is right now. So, but they had some drama come out because it was found out that they were like using like, you know, pretty much the sort of like slave labor kind of deal, but it's like immigrants or whatever, and they're getting paid like a penny an hour or something to like pick food and vegetables and all that for them. And then they were there's like all this stuff coming out about their business practices and how they treat their employees and stuff, and it was like really bad. And once I was outed, they actually like did a bunch of work to fix all that, and they got like they got their house in order and cleaned up their they're bullshit. So like the thing is, I would be open to doing them because I have used that service, and I should remember the name because I've used it. Um, the thing is, like, I would be open to it because they have fixed it, but like, there's a bad stain on them now because of that, right? So it's kind of like, it's a little, yeah, you know. Um, Sponsors will approach you and you can approach them. HelloFresh, that's it. Thank you, Silk. I was like, I should know this name. So the thing is, the reason why I use them, and I will explain it, is here, I don't know if this is just like a thing to do with Southern Ontario, but you go to the grocery store, you buy vegetables, it'll be good in your fridge for about a day or two. Like they go bad so quickly, I can't eat fruits and vegetables because they go bad immediately, and I don't have a car to go back and forth. I'm not going to pay $10 a day delivery just to get fresh fruits and vegetables. So then I just go without, and I just take supplements instead. And I eat a lot of onions because onions are really good for you, and they can be a replacement for. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not giving out advice. Okay. Anyway, so like when I finally tried HelloFresh one day, and they sent me a box, and the thing is, like, I had it, I think I did a month of it. From the first box they sent me, I had vegetables and fruits still, and they were like almost 2 months old. They weren't going bad yet. And it's because they store all the friggin' fruits and vegetables, and they like travel with them and whatever to get to the grocery store. But HelloFresh, they buy them like more local. And so it's fresh. It's not been sitting there in storage. And I could not believe how long these fruits and vegetables lasted. And I was just like, holy crap. Like, and the thing is, when you go to the farmer's market here, we've all caught them with stickers on their fruits and vegetables. They're buying them from the grocery store and marking them up and saying that they're from their farm. So it's like, you can't even trust the farmer's market now. So I'm like, okay, if I buy fruits and vegetables from HelloFresh, they last like forever, but it's a lot more expensive. So I only do it when I have the extra money for it, but like it stays fresh. Like it's actually fresh food. Whereas like the grocery store is like it's not fresh food. So yeah. Um get over yourself, no one cares. I mean, no one cares about your comment here either. This Project 86. It's one of the things Titus podcasts do. They don't take sponsors unless they actually use them. Yeah, no, HelloFresh bought Factor. So every meal kit company out there is owned by HelloFresh. But they did this because they lost a lot of business when all that drama came out about their practices of how they treat their employees, right? And they did clean that up. They did fix that, by the way. Just like no one really reported on them fixing it. I won't say that they're perfect, but they sort of dealt with the whole like migrant workers making $1 an hour kind of situation. They're actually like doing the right thing now, right? Your HelloFresh doesn't last as long. Yeah, my only thought is maybe in Canada they're buying them like directly from the farms here, which is like totally a thing you can do, but you need to have the like if I have a car, I can just drive to farmers all around here and buy it, but I have to get to different farmers for different foods, right? But they can just order that stuff and then they send it out right away. So I'm like, that's my only thought, is that's what's happening. So it's like way better fresh like food that lasts much, much longer, but much more expensive. So sometimes I do it when I have the extra money, but it's like really because it's just like, damn, like I like the fresh fruits and vegetables, and it's so hard. Troll tax. Oh, thank you for the £2. Yeah. um. Yeah, I know. People are just coming in here because I have it labeled Pride Stream. But yeah, anyway, so that's the thing. I feel like I would do some more research on HelloFresh and Factor, and also there's that. Oh, you got a refund on a scam. Get yourself a chair. Oh my God, thank you, Rebel, for the $100. You got refunded on a scam. Thank God you got refunded on a scam. Holy crap. Well, I'm glad that got dealt with. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do need the new chair, man. I need like arm things because I'm like, I have no armrests on any of my chairs now, and it's killing my back. So it's like, that's why I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spend the $100 on the heating pad because I need it for my freaking back. most of all, but I need it for legs and everything else too. But so yeah, so when it comes to sponsors, it's like you really got to do your research, and sometimes it's easier to just say no to all of them than having to like deep dive on every single one of them, because you're going to probably dig up something about all of them, right? But there's this one meal kit company, and I'm trying to remember their name. Grain something, grain. Lights Out Podcasts often uses them as well. Summer Sanchez, she always has a sponsorship with them, like almost all the time. Yeah, Fibro and EDS. Yeah, I am pretty sure I have EDS. I gotta talk to my doctor about it. It is on the to-do list. You got a settlement from Facebook? Oh, for $6. Okay. But still, at least they had to pay out something. That's probably the lawsuits that happened last year, because they lost a bunch of lawsuits. They lost a lawsuit in Australia, and they lost a lawsuit in America about social media being addictive. So, yeah. Like that, it's pretty, like, whatever. Sets precedent lawsuits. I know we haven't watched any Raws yet. I'm sorry, I'm really chatty tonight. But for frick's sakes. Okay, it's gonna bother me. I need to know the name of this company. Hold on. hold on.
I think my husband's dead. Dave.
Okay, go away. Hold on. We'll find the sponsor. She like often uses them, so this is them.
Hey everyone,
This
welcome
is
or welcome back to
this is the sponsor. Wild Grain. Okay, so Wild Grain, I would be down for them, but they don't deliver in Canada. But so Wild Grain is actually a family-owned business. It's like a smaller business. They make all their own stuff. It's not like these like it's not like just whatever machines only. Like it's more handcrafted kind of stuff. And it's a family-owned business and stuff. Like, so they are more, whatever, moral. I don't know what a word is, but the food that they show, man. Okay, listen, I love like croissants. Oh my God. And they have like these cookies that apparently are really good. And they have like some breads and stuff like that. So I'm like, but they have some meal kit stuff. They started doing some pastas, fresh pasta. It's fresh. They have, yeah, they're small artisan bakeries. So they bring in stuff from other artisan bakeries as well. They donate meals. That's the other thing they do too. This is actually a good company. Hopefully they stay good like this, going forward. But they do have some like food as well. Yeah, see, they have some organic hot dogs. There's some hummus, some spread. Oh, they have butter, right? I am curious about their butter because I heard it was really good, and I'm just kind of curious what it is like compared to Canadian butter. But they do some meals, but it's mainly around baked goods and stuff like that. But like they started doing some food, not really meal kits. They sell you like stuff that's already like it's frozen. Is it affordable? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, you know what I mean? Listen, it's affordable for artisan baked goods that you make fresh at home. And yeah, they have a bunch of gluten-free stuff. So like the food is really good. Like, so like, it's very, very good food. It's delicious. I haven't tried it, but like everywhere I read about it, I'm like, yeah, I'd be down for this sponsor. Because this is the kind of food I also like to eat. Like, it's bad for you, but I know, pastry and stuff like that. But yeah, they have a bunch of gluten-free stuff. It's all apparently like all excellent food, really good. They're a good company. So like, I'd be down for them as a sponsor. I wouldn't be able to, I think, show any of their products because they don't deliver to Canada, because it's a whole, like, it actually is like fresh food, and they want to make sure that it's safe to go wherever it travels. It's kind of like only the US, but like the majority of viewers are the US. So
Drama.
yeah.
You can't keep yourselves from slating debunkers or other channels because you don't grow. And this is going to be really fucking
it's
harsh.
like
The reason
affordable
you
for
don't
artisan
grow,
food,
Mark
but
especially, is because you're
yeah.
a weird little fucker. You just see the most bizarre things. You behave like a fucking know-it-all. You fucking wobbling your head like you've got a fact to prove about everything. You can call out anyone you want, but the second somebody calls
Also, I have no idea who this guy is, by the way, that Beard was talking about. I'm just like more the topic
you up on
matter.
it, oh yeah, they bullies. Fucking bullies. If I was a bully, I'd have turned up your house, fuck the police. Straight out of
Carnivores.
Compton. For people claiming bullying and
it's
for
not
people
good for
claiming
us, but
drama,
yeah.
you are full of both of those things. You have been relentlessly harassing Bristol paranormal hunters, even when they have had their family
Right.
members get terminal health diagnoses. You still kept on at them, even with the
Like, yeah, so this is weird. Like, I heard some people are like, oh, why is Beardo talking about this right now? It's like, well, they won't stop. And then they were on a live complaining and trying to get people all riled up about debunkers again. So it's like, do you have to keep looking into sponsors? So there's this new thing coming to YouTube. I'm actually really, it's kind of cool. They're going to make it so that we can add in a commercial into old content, existing content. So usually when you sign up for a sponsor, you do like a contract where it's in for a certain amount of time, right? And a lot of people will remove the sponsors from their old videos after the 1 year or whatever it's done. So YouTube is adding an option for us to, you know, they know that we do this, we remove people. So they're adding in an option for us to add in a new commercial, which is kind of cool. And now it's like, so people are saying like, when you do your contracts with sponsors going forward, make sure all this is in the contract. Put a time limit on your sponsorship, so you can remove it later. Also important in case they become problematic down the road, right? And you didn't know. So things like that, right? So yeah, it's very interesting.
health conditions that Sean has had recently, you still kept on at them. You still keep going live, you still keep talking about them, and we are fully aware that there was a small group of trolls that were all your mates that were in my live stream and the Bristol Paranormal stream saying the most horrendous things.
I wonder if these people too are linked to the trolls that have been harassing Beardo as well. I was kind of curious about this as well. And yeah, thank you, Rebel. Yeah, for anyone who needs help with stuff like that. Yeah, like I know I struggle to get everything done. That's why I'm like, I lost all that editing work. Like you guys, I've lost editing on, I think it's like 4 or 5 videos, and I'm like trying to not lose my shit. So I'm like, I'm going to go live because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to have like a complete mental breakdown because I lost all the editing because my freaking Windows died on me. So yeah. I'm sorry Beardo isn't doing or being who you want him to be. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I find the people that are complaining the most are usually people who are just like upset for not getting something that they want. Like, they want to grow bigger, they want the Conjuring house, you know, like things like that. It's like otherwise they're copacetic and they don't care what we're doing. But as soon as there's something that isn't going their way, oh, the debunkers, rah, 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 rah. So stupid. And yeah, I mean, yeah, Kels, you got a part of a settlement. I say, like, honestly, if there's a settlement available, like, sign up, get your bag, because it makes the corporations pay a little bit, you know? I know it's not like a ton, but it's at least something, right?
They were your mates. How do I know? Because one of them emailed me directly wishing me a heart attack because I'm a fat bastard. Drama, toxic, and nastiness coming from the skeptics, is it? How about the guys that bullshit their way through videos and fake everything, turning up and filming somebody's house, relentlessly bullying a small channel who's outgrown you because they're not dickheads? Turning on each other constantly and attempting to insert the tongue into one's bottom, your tongue, my bottom, and then when I don't fall for it, suddenly I'm horrible again. I've been sat on this crap for nearly 2 years now. That's how long I've been sat on this. Oh, I didn't say anything, not out of fear, but because I knew what you were doing. You kept picking at me, you keep picking at Bristol, you keep picking at other people. You will sing the praises of some and then chop down others purely for me to react like this, because when I react negatively
Nun Farts, the new Ed and Lorraine Warren film. That would be funny. That would be a good, like scary movie, The Nun Farts, and have it like just satire on the Conjuring series. That would be hilarious. Friggin' Tony would lose his shit though. He'd be so upset if you're making fun of it. Black Friday, not Black Friday, but like the guy who did it, the Friday. Shoot, now I'm messing up his name too. Did he do a response to this? I'm kind of curious about it because I was told some stuff. And it's saying, so like, Beardo's been sitting on this for like almost 2 years or something like that. there's a bunch, okay, like a bunch of us are sitting on a bunch of things because it's better to just let it go or like whatever. It's a draw than us to release it or talk about stuff. Friday House, that's it. So like if you know someone, if you know one of us is sitting on something that would be very bad for you, then why do you come back and poke the bear? Why do you think a year from now it's a good idea to do this again? You know, like it's dumb on their part. And if they want to complain, oh, this happened 2 years ago, doesn't matter. You just went on like a podcast the other night, poking the bear, bitching about freaking debunkers again. Nobody is talking about you. Beardo's not talking about you. So how is it Beardo's fault, whatever's going on? This is the tiniest fly in the world in my house. And it's attracted to the light and it's driving me crazy. Yeah. Silence is golden. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
To you, you get views, because at the moment, both of your
Wow.
channels are in the
Saying
toilet. But if
something.
you're going to talk about truth in the paranormal, if you're going to talk about toxicity and drama in
Headphones.
the paranormal,
Kick
you need to
in.
be honest.
Did they die? There we go.
So I've shed light on it, like I always do. I've
Okay.
put a big beam of light on you right now, haven't I? One of you, or two of you, turned up to my property, my home, where my family live, and filmed my property, and then sent that to your mates. And one of your mates was so disgusted with it that he sent it to me and was like, you need to put a stop to this. That same person, you guys then told me, made up shit about his daughter. And then he cleaned his channel. I'll never know the full truth behind anything you guys do and say, because you're all liars. You're all liars and you're all manipulators, much like every other faker in the paranormal. Future Beardo, yeah, sorry, there's going to be a couple of these interspersed in the videos. I forgot to mention on the first recording that the last time I went to the Ancient Ramin with the Side-Eye Guy, Mythos and Dandalf, we went to write in the book to leave your experience like I did the time before, and under Haunted the Truth's entry into the book, in the same handwriting with the same pen, was my full name and my full address for all to see. So he's doxed me at the
Yeah,
location
this
and
is
he's filmed
crazy.
my house. I'm the bully and I'm the bad man, eh? And your jealous streak over Bristol paranormal hunters and my friend.
Like this is insanity, right? Like we have the stuff, like we have screenshots of everything that this woman was saying to Stevie last night, and now she sent her niece after Stevie, and the niece has put Stevie, this weird AI picture, as her like banner on her profile, and they're literally threatening to like physically do stuff to Stevie. And I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Like seriously, what is wrong with all these people? We are just pointing out the truth of something. Like we're not trying to like ruin anyone. We're just like, Stevie, they started fighting her over the fact that the father I use in air quotes because I really question that, who's part of Nesper, he told some dude, I don't even know who that guy is that we've been commenting on. He told this dude that Annabelle wasn't coming to Salem. But we have multiple news articles and posts from Elton and Matt both saying that Annabelle is going to Salem as part of the museum. So this woman and her niece are threatening to like physically harm Stevie. Oh, and Taryn too. They threatened Taryn as well because of Annabelle, because they think Annabelle's not coming to Salem. It's like, but we then provide the articles, we provide screenshots, and they're like, that's not good enough. So what? So friggin' ridiculous. Oh yeah, and they did try to dox Stevie, but this woman's an idiot. I don't know whose house that she was showing in the comments, but Stevie doesn't live in that state. And she keeps saying, next time I'm in Connecticut, I'll come kick your butt. And she said that to Taryn, said it to Stevie. It's like, why do you think all of us are in Connecticut? Just because we're talking about Annabelle? How friggin' dumb are you? Right? The first lady was told by Elton in person that Annabelle wasn't coming to Salem months and months ago. Yeah, and we have articles. And now Elton and Matt, though, have now removed that stuff from their website. But there's quotes of them saying it to press. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Yeah. And it's just like, and then we have these people showing up at Beardo's house, and Andrew was saying that he had Beardo's address and stuff, and Beardo was like wondering how he got it. This is probably how, right? Like,
Is fucking laughable. I ain't seen this shit since I left school.
come on, headphones.
Oh my god, he's friends with him. I hate him now. I wanted to be his friend. You wanted...
Okay, the headphones are being...
truth in the paranormal. I've just
No, they're being a bitch. Hold on. Where's the case for them? They're not dead. They're just being dumb. Sometimes I just have to reset them by doing this. Let's see if we can start it back up again. It's still on some of their website. Yeah, because they're freaking stupid. Okay. Hello, sir.
given you truth by the bucket load.
There we go.
Now,
Now I can hear
don't
it.
go giving hate. Don't go giving them negativity. Don't go doing all of that, because they'll just cry and say, look what Beardo did. They'll skirt around and ignore the fact that they have relentlessly...
Oh yeah, Kels, have a good night. Yeah, and then they were like, she sent her niece after them to like insult Stevie and Taryn, and now they're trying to say that Taryn is like a pedo because Taryn responded to the niece's post, and it's like, and then someone like left a comment on Stevie's post, was like, well, she's a child, you're the adult, you should stop. It's like, no, she's a child. She posted something online that's violent threats. She should be held responsible for what she's saying. She should be punished for acting this way. Like, this is how we raise horrible children. It's so crazy.
over the last 2 years, just turned up in live streams and shit talk to me. And then they try to make friends with me, and then they turn on me, and I'm like, I've been ignoring you for the most part, just fucking go away. I do apologise, it was only whilst editing I realised I said we're going to cover this bit, and then I didn't do it. The reason that I bought a website and a domain is because when Mark was filming my house, he was also bragging to his mates that he was attempting to buy the domain of Beardo Gets Scared, meaning that if he'd bought it, my channel could no longer be called Beardo Gets Scared. He tried to buy that domain in an effort to basically take my channel away from me. I had to go out then and spend nearly £300 to get a website and the domain.
He spent far too much. You know what he probably did? Okay, so like I'll tell you guys a little secret about
my channel
the stuff. You know, I am from the tech industry and I did like marketing and I made websites for people. If you want to buy a domain, if you search it to see if it's available, buy it that same moment. Okay, if it's available. Because if you search it and then you go back to it to buy it later, it'll shoot up in price like 10, 20 times the price. There's this weird algorithm that they have with domains. It's a total ripoff. So like, if you're going to buy your domain, you got to make sure that nobody has searched it before. And the thing is they might have searched it talking about wanting to buy it, and then that shot the name up too. So like, that's this little like just hint for everyone. If you want to buy a domain, if you search it, buy it that moment. Because it should only be about $15 or something for a year, $10-15 for a year. But if it gets searched, then it goes way, way up. It can be hundreds and thousands of dollars.
Away from me. I had to go out then and spend nearly £300 to get a website and the domain registered in my name to stop him taking it from me. And then they don't go away, and then they start.
Oh my god, they're being so annoying. Okay, I might have to switch headphones.
There's a new campaign.
All right, we're switching headphones. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Who else we know that brought up domain names before threatening people? Yeah, I know. They all have like the same playbook, right? Freaking ridiculous. Play.
Against certain debunkers, but they can't say the name and certain...
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, I gotta fix some
things
stuff.
that are going on behind the scenes, but they can't say who. I can see where it's going. So I'm going to put a stop to it now. You filmed my house. You leaked it to your friends. You're a fucking scumbag. And all of you that were laughing about it are scumbags. And all of you helping these trolls go into people's live streams and derail live streams are scumbags. Problem with the paranormal isn't skepticism and it isn't drama. The problem with the paranormal is assholes like you. So do please let me know what your thoughts are down in the conversation down below. Try not to be overly nasty or anything. It wouldn't last 3
There's something that he added here.
seconds around any of the people they're trying to bully. But they'll shoot a shit run on. One of your friends, somebody that knows you well, told me that that is your family. I don't want to
Oh yeah, he like debunks it.
Didn't say anything to anyone, but we left it there in case somebody spotted it because it's the truth. That proof. Truly catching you faking. I believe anybody that would turn up to somebody's private residence and film it for revenge. How can anybody trust somebody that screams and shouts and is like, the debunkers are evil, this is nasty, fakery is bad, this is throwing things, and Mark is doxing me to his circle of friends, which could lead to further day. I'm like, all right, fine. And you want to laugh and joke and revenge and all that nonsense while you don't bother me. Now, if I was ever to catch anyone doing something like that in my house, wants me to say this, my daughter lives here. I mean, my daughter's half the size of
Oh,
any of you,
yeah.
and she could hold her own, trust me. But my daughter is, in fact, my stepdaughter. It's not something I've hidden. I don't like to refer to her as my stepdaughter because I find it a bit disrespectful to her. We have a very close relationship. But my stepdaughter's biological father, her real father, who she is very close with, is a police officer. He is a serving police officer with South Wales Police. And she is now going to make him aware of both cases of people either threatening to come to my house or actually turning up and filming my house. So while ringing the police and arguing with them on a telephone call hasn't done much,
Yeah.
how do you think it'll pan out?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a family member or sometimes a cop, you'll usually get better traction getting them to do something. Doxing is a sickness. I don't understand why people do it. Like, because it's not like you're putting other people at risk. There's other people that live in these houses. Like, why take it out on someone else? You know, I'm not gonna like hold your daughter or your wife or whoever responsible for the crap that you do online. That's your choice to do. So like, why do people like this always go this route? And then meanwhile they scream at debunkers and say we're ruining the paranormal and da 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 da, and we're causing all these problems. It's like, we're just like pointing out truth and like debunking stuff. You're like going out of your way to dox people and threaten them. Like, it's so wild behavior. It's really wild behavior. Okay, let's watch a Roz thing. I know it's like late, but we'll watch an episode of Roz. I don't know what like a good one to watch. Let's see. Okay, so she goes into a hotel in here, I think. And I get a boo-boo from a ghost in New Orleans. That might be cute too. The ghost that made me quit ghost huntressing. That's cute. Living for the dead. Ghost that like my grinder guy. Oh yeah, I mean this one's a year old, but if you guys aren't familiar with Roz, it's a funny one. And then Roz has like a podcast. I know this is only like a little bit of stuff, but like Roz does a lot of shorts. And has a TikTok, but Ross has a podcast. If you actually look up Ross Ghost Hunting. What's the name of her podcast again? There's a seance with Roz. Oh, that's cute too. Is it Exactly Right? Yeah, I think it's just Exactly Right Media, and Roz like has people on it. I know I watched like I think I watched the Bailey Sarian one, I believe. That was funny. That was a good one. So yeah, Exactly Right has like the more episodes of stuff, but it's like a sit down podcast thing. So, Ghosted is the podcast. Yeah, oh yeah, it says Ghosted here. But it looks like the channel that's on is this Exactly Right. But Ghost is a podcast. You can find it by the Ghosted name, I believe, right? Or are they just featuring, oh, do they just feature podcasts? They feature different podcasts. This must be a network. Okay. So Ghosted, Roz Hernandez, right? Yeah, Hernandez. It looks like this is serving it up kind of deal. Let's see. Hold on. So we have Roz. Okay. So it's being uploaded on this Exactly Right Media channel. That looks like it's uploading other podcasts. So I suspect that this is probably like a podcast network or whatever. But yeah, on iTunes and Spotify, you can find just the Ghosted thing. Yeah. I love watching Roz. Yeah, Roz is funny. All right, we'll watch, I don't know, let's watch this one and see what it's like. Or I think I probably watched some of these because she doesn't post these very often. Let's see if this is on location. If this is on location, then we'll watch it. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear that?
I did.
That's cool. Roz said that they don't use AI for any of their stuff, so that is very much appreciated. If I watch this in 4K, will it freak out? Let's see.
What was that?
That hasn't happened since we got here.
My name is Roz Hernandez.
Roz Hernandez.
I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm also a television ghost huntress.
Are you calling me stupid?
As I look for proof of the supernatural,
Hi.
I can never guarantee any ghostly activity.
Tanya?
But what I can promise is that we're gonna have ourselves a freaky kiki.
A freaky kiki.
Oh, one more thing. I'm also very transgender.
She's transgender.
Let's hope these ghosts are allies. Because if they cross me, I will cross them over. I am Roz Hernandez, the haunted doll. Oh, I got more to say about San Francisco. Whilst I was in town doing the last episode, I was like, you know what?
I can't ever like put the camera this close, and I'm always like, I don't even know if I could like be this close to the camera. I feel like you're like right up in there.
I gotta go check out San Francisco's most haunted hotel.
She has nice skin.
The Queen Anne. Originally erected in 1890 using money from a millionaire senator named James Fair. It was a finishing school called Miss Mary's School for Girls, run by head mistress Mary Lake. Senator Fair made
That's funny.
Miss
was it?
Mary's School for Girls, run by head mistress Mary Lake.
Is that Mary, what's her name? Mary Jo, what's the name of that rapper? And then there's a lake. Like she even cropped it so that she's in the lake, but didn't like Photoshop the trees and stuff out there. That's so funny.
Senator Fair made his fortune from Comstock Lode, the first major discovery of silver ore in the United States. Rumors spread around town that Mary was indeed a head mistress.
It's just like constant sex jokes all through this, which is why I love Roz's stuff. It's just like constant innuendos constantly. Oh, was it Mary J. Blige? Yeah, is that who it was? Yeah.
To Senator Fair, who was also known as Slippery Jim. Both parties denied the allegations. Did Slippery Jim take a dip in Mary's lake? Did Mary discover the other meaning of Comstock Lode? We may never know. But what we do know
Oh
is
my
that
god.
the bitch haunts the place. Room 410 was once Mary Lake's office. Guests report that she unpacks their belongings.
Okay, but hold on, wait. I love like San Francisco architecture so much. It's gorgeous. I wish that there was stuff like this still around here. I've heard that Montreal still has like a lot of the really old like fancy architecture, but it's so pretty. I love it.
Lake's office. Guests report that she unpacks their belongings. They hear sounds of her singing, and when they are sleeping, she tucks them in. Other activity includes cold spots, the piano mysteriously playing in the lobby, and visions of Mary Lake in the hotel's hallway.
This picture. Why is it though? Like, for those of you that are queer in here with me too, why is it though that like people who are born male, right? Whether they become transition into female or just are gay men or whatever, why are they like the most funny, like fun people in the world though? You know, like they are dramatic. I mean, there can be a lot of like tea and drama and things like that involved in friendships, but like they're always just like so much more fun. I feel like they have like more fun in life than the rest of us. I don't know. They always just seem to be so much more fun. I always like having like gay best friends, like gay, you know, whatever, male best friends or whatever. They're just like so much fun. I don't know. I love it. I don't know if any of this music is copyright. If it is, then I'll probably like cut it out of the stream after. Ooh, look at that glass though. That is so pretty. You know, I feel like in the warmer states, they have more intricate and like fancy looking windows and doors. Because here in Canada, you can't. That stuff just leaks like crazy, but it's so pretty.
Okay.
Victoria, because we see the humor and everything. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Like, yeah, like they can let go like much easier than the rest of us. And just kind of like whatever, live in the moment, I guess, too. Like that's the other thing that's difficult for a lot of people.
The guy at the front desk did not have a lot to say about the ghost of Mary Lake.
She's nice.
Yeah, but she's very, very friendly. That's our Wi-Fi password.
Okay.
That's all that he said. So normally these ghost hunters do like an interview with the people that work there. That's all that he said. Oh, but look at all this. Like, I love the decor. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And I love dark walls and stuff, and with the white accents. Oh, so pretty. If we interrupted every once in a while, it might deal with the copyright music. I'm not 100% though. Yeah, I'm just doing my job. Here's the Wi-Fi password. Yeah, like, what is the ghost like at this location? Very nice. Okay, so here's the Wi-Fi password. Someone who doesn't want to talk about ghosts. Yeah. The architecture of the original Winchester house before it burned down. Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I love the Victorian era. It's honestly my favorite for like clothing and decor, furniture, like all of it. I try to ignore the fact that probably everyone back then smelled really bad because that's something that we always forget when we look back at ancient history. We are like the most hygiene focused era of humanity, even back in ancient times where they were very sophisticated and very like we definitely fell off because we would have been way more like whatever technology wise like words I can't think of right now. Anyway, still back then people still stank really bad. We were very much very hygiene focused. And I was reading something about this the other day, or I was watching someone's YouTube, I think, and they did some like research into it, and it's linked into some corporation that wanted to sell, I think it was soap or deodorant. It was something like that. And that is why we're like very hygiene focused. And now like we can't go back to smelling each other's whatever musk because we're too used to like not smelling each other's musk. So the Winchester house, yeah, there was an earthquake. It did catch on fire a little bit too, I think, after they rebuilt it. when the different owners owned it, there was like a section, I believe, that caught on fire. I have to check my documents. But the earthquake actually took the majority of it out. Not the majority, but like the chunk of it out, which is why there's like doors that lead nowhere. Yeah, because that part of the building fell down during the earthquake, right? So, yeah. I don't know if this is copyright. My lips get like really dry from especially the meds I'm on. And I recently learned that any nerve pain meds like dry out your whole body. And I'm like, okay, well, this all kind of makes more sense then. Oh, I put something in the freezer and I totally forgot about it. Hold on. Let me do that real quick. Pull it out. Frozen. Alright, try this out. Oh my god, I have so much work to do on this computer now. It's so frustrating thinking about. Yeah, if you don't have enough like whatever saliva or whatever can mess up your teeth. That's why I have like special candies and gums and a special mouthwash and toothpaste that has like extra stuff in it to help with dry mouth. Yeah. I'm just gonna take breaks from the music. It's gonna be freaking copyrighted. I just know it.
They had these gorgeous Victorian caution tapes
Caution tape. Look at the stained glass. Beautiful.
up.
Don't you dare fast forward over this part.
These videos take me a lot of time and money, and I love to make them and give them to you for free, but mama needs to make her coin. So, let me tell you about some other stuff I got going on. Have you pre-ordered my audiobook yet? It's called Peeing in an Empty Bottle and Other Glamorous Shenanigans of an Almost Famous Transgender Comedian on the Road. It is about the 50-city tour that I put together all across America, road trip by myself. And I talk about being a transgender comedian in America. I mean, it's America. Can you imagine? It's a great story. And I think it's funny. I have interviews in it. It's not like a regular audiobook, okay? It's like a documentary, kind of. I like interview people. There's clips from my shows. I'm very proud of it. I've worked very hard. It's part of the reason why I haven't been making these videos. So please go pre-order that. Also, I host 3 different podcasts. One of them is a ghost podcast called Ghosted by Roz Hernandez. One of them is a horror movie trivia game show podcast that I host for Paramount. It's called Tickled to Death.
Oh, I didn't know about this one.
And then I also have an advice show. This is not about anything spooky. It's about dating, coworkers, all that kind of stuff. And that is called For a Good Time, Call Roz. Tour dates, everything, rozhernandeztour.com. You can also always get me on Cameo. I'll make a message for you. All of it, go to my website. Also, like this video, subscribe, comment. Oh, you can hype it. That I think you can only do that for the first 7 days. There's a thing that says hype. Yeah. It helps the whole thing out. I don't know. Anything to help me. Thank ya. Okay. Back to the ghosts. It smells haunted.
Beautiful furniture.
Hi, Miss Mary. Uh-oh, I'm in the principal's office. No, I swear I'm not a bad girl. My name's Roz.
I have a Wikipedia. I want to have fun. What is this? Oh, a sink.
Why is there a random sink?
Interesting.
2 toilets.
Oh, she got
Oh,
a bidet.
it's a bidet. Okay, never mind.
Miss Mary said, if you're gonna come in here, you better not have no crusties in your crack. Good for you, girl. I am with you on that. Look at the girls. This is definitely their gay friend.
Oh, this is just a ghost kit. It's not even her things. It's literally a ghost kit. That's so funny. If you watch, I know he's a little ADHD. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now, but he like packs this whole pack and he keeps like remaking it as a different like thing, that a suitcase that he carries around with him for a ghost kit. He's so funny. Honestly, my favorite part about him is watching him try to get ready because he's so ADHD. Like, it's crazy. I can't remember his name right now. It might come to me. A fan. Nice.
Okay, I did forget to wear a top underneath that faux fur
Oh.
coat. And I realized that once I got in the room.
It was loud.
Not gonna lie, it's a little warm in here. Could have something to do with the fact that I'm wearing a gigantic faux fur coat. That's on me. Miss Mary.
I love that she didn't bring any clothes or anything, even though she's probably spending the night. And she just brought like a ghost hunting kit. That was the whole. That's all that's in the suitcase. There's no extra clothes. There's no. So this is the one thing that like usually women have. Like we're like we bring spare shoes, spare clothes, spare like underwear, spare everything. That's one thing that we are good at. I don't think I could stay somewhere and just wear what I'm wearing. Like I'd be like, no. I need to bring some extra stuff just in case. So it's so funny.
Could you give us a message on these cards, please? Tell us how the next 2 nights will go. What should I keep in mind?
Ghost sound, but there's just like clicks.
Was that you, Mary?
I always like bring spare stuff. Everyone I know will bring spare stuff. I don't know.
The Knight of Cubs reversed. Did I say cubs? Cups. The Knight of Cups, not the Knight of Cubs. I think that's a bar somewhere here in San Francisco. It's Cub Night tonight. Okay. The Knight of Cups reversed. He's got the little Swedish fish on his little outfit. Signifies emotional immaturity, unreliability, or deception. It can represent someone who is charming, but ultimately unreliable flirt. This card also suggests a need to think before you act.
I mean, the flirt is kind of Roz. Yeah, I need options. Exactly,
I
Joan.
put my fem pod in the bathroom.
The femme pod. That's so
'cause
funny.
I don't know why. I
Damn.
decided to give her some
She's tall.
space and go explore the building a little bit.
It's pretty.
It was so eerily quiet.
Was she like the only one there? Because usually these old buildings, you can hear everything. I mean, you heard her like walking around. That's probably the ghost sound that she is hearing. It's probably people coming and going here and there. I wonder why the caution tape, though. What's up with that?
Okay, there were faces everywhere you looked. There were faces on pillows, statue faces, men with bangs faces. The wallpaper had people on it.
The pillow face, yeah. It does look expensive, yeah. I mean, San Francisco's expensive.
They need to lube up that elevator. Miss Mama, I got pretzels if you want them. They're the old-timey kinds. I thought maybe you might like that. It's a lot of pretzel in one bite. Miss Mary, if you say something, this machine will let me hear you. Don't try to play games? Miss Mary, are you here? Miss Mary, are you trans? Government shutdown. You're watching the news? How old are you? It's complicated. Same girl.
See, it's just like picking up the news. This is why I don't take any of these things seriously. Slut.
I hate when I'm this person, but I just got goosebumps on my legs.
It's just watching her eat
Pro-life
pretzels.
fetus is that mere doing? Miss Mary, were you single? Or did you have someone special? Did you like your job?
That's the original white noise machine. Like that was like one of the original old ones that flipped through the radio stations.
Miss Mary, could you, without touching me, give me a sign that you're here, please?
Yeah, it's just like the
Okay,
basic.
I was trying to adjust my
Yeah,
camera or
box.
something, mindless. I just had the camera rolling. And when I looked back later at the footage, I saw this little glowing orb. Now, I am not an orb person per se, but I don't know. Sometimes when they're traveling and they seem to be emitting a glow to them or a color of some sort, I like to take a second look at it. Now, naturally, I wear a lot of sparkly things. I try not to when I go ghost hunting because they can cause a reflection and then, you know, oh, it's a ghost. No, it's just me with my glitter. But I didn't have anything sparkly on. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that's the ghost of a child. Let's slow it down and put a little child laughing over it. See what I mean?
She's got a bedazzled like K5. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's scary.
All right, have a good night, Julie.
There definitely are people on Grindr. I mean, we're in San Francisco. But it is late and these people have jobs, which I forget about. So I'm talking to a few, trying to see if maybe tomorrow will work. Because it gets a certain hour. Honey, I'm not having somebody over here too late.
I wasn't sure if there were little girl ghosts running around anyway. So I decided to pull out the one diva that everyone loves, no matter how old you are. Miss Piggy.
Oh my gosh. This is a different
Are there any
bedazzled
girls here?
K5 meter. This one's green. The other one was orange.
So night one was pretty quiet. I was hoping that maybe I could get a grinder guy for the next night. And
Wait, night one, but you only have one outfit? There's no way that you only have one outfit.
the energy of someone new would get Mary Lake to come on out.
I mean, to be fair, this is the hotel, so
You have to keep in mind that if I don't have ghostly stuff happening in these haunted rooms, I'm basically just sitting in a hotel room by myself. I don't want to go on my phone. I don't want to look at videos or listen to music or talk on the phone, because what if something happens and then I have to use the audio and I can't, like, so I'm just sitting there in silence hoping something will happen.
yeah, what do we say? We sit in the dark and talk to walls, right? Like when it comes down to it. So like, let's not be judgmental of other people when that's what we do.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking boring most of the time.
All this music is probably copyrighted. Oh my god. Oh, that's cute. Pride flag.
You better believe I was outside at sunset by the ocean in November in San Francisco, freezing my little nippies off, trying to get this shot.
But like, it can't be that cold, like compared to Canada.
Night 2.
So, wait, did she go home and get changed and then come back to the hotel? Like, wait, what? Did she not spend the night there? She's taking another Uber. Yeah, I'd like to go to San Francisco. I mean, it's gorgeous too. Like the city is really nice. It's just really expensive to live there. I'd live in some place like that, but very expensive. I mean, California, I think a lot of places are expensive. Um, but American healthcare is so wild and weird. I just can't. One outfit, yeah, I feel like she's not spending the night in these. Yeah, I'm curious about the wardrobe situation. Where are you coming from? Are you not spending the night in these hotels? Are you going to a different hotel? Is she like the type of person though that can't sleep in the haunted place because it freaks her out? Like that might be what it is. Maybe. Well, she might have brought other luggage, but like, why is she taking an Uber there again? I'm just confused. Like it's like she's not staying there. So is it like the ocean or is it like a lake? Is it like safe to swim in? Why is no one around? I know, I don't know. Like this seems very quiet and dead. I don't know what's going on. Okay, all of her stuff is still here and the pretzels. Okay, so it looks like she didn't sleep here. So I'm assuming that she doesn't sleep at the places that she goes to investigate then. Because, like, everything's still in the same spot. So, should be ocean. Okay, and it's probably safer to, like, swim in. Like, around here, if it's a lake in a big city, like Toronto, you don't want to swim in that lake. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't.
Hey, Miss Mary. I'm wearing green this time. Oh, that's Diane. Okay.
Yeah, so she just left everything
Fix a few
here.
things.
San Francisco lost a lot of its population.
These San Francisco people are wild. Because, like, my profile says, you know, it's from my YouTube page. We're going to ghost hunt. This fool said, what's your YouTube channel? And then their next message said, I love glory holes.
Yeah, but this is like a typical male comment. Like, I mean, you're on Tinder and you'll be talking about something, and then suddenly they just like whip out some sex thing, and you're like, we were just talking about puppies. Like, what?
So there is no glory holes in the Mary Lake suite. You know what I never do? Pendulums. Okay, so I bought this at a thrift store. It's like a ring bracelet. Right? It was like $6. And I was thinking anything can be a pendulum. So let's try it. Okay, so I'm just gonna like put it on like a ring.
It'd probably be better to do it the other direction.
Excuse me. Okay, so pendulums, Ouija boards, dowsing rods. I don't fully trust them, Because, you know, subconsciously, are you really moving it? I can tell you, I never try to move it on purpose. But we all naturally vibrate and move and twitch. I'm over here on 5 cans of Diet Coke trying to hold my hand still. So I'm not trying to move it. Miss Mary Lake?
It would have been better to
If
have the
you are
ring,
here-
the smaller end.
Could you show me with this beautiful, bedazzled, Swarovski encrusted red lip bracelet? Could you show me yes on here?
Oh, is there a bunch of seals? Seals can be dangerous. They can be cute, but also dangerous.
Okay, so forward, backwards is yes. Can you show me no?
Yeah, she's funny. I mean, she doesn't take herself too seriously, you know? Like, we can enjoy ghost hunts of people who don't take themselves too seriously. Like,
Good job. Okay, so no is left and right. Are you happy? That looks like a yes. Thank you. Would it be okay if I brought a piece of trade over?
all right, have a good night. Glitter flame.
It's understandable. What if I brought like a really nice boy over, a great friend? Is that okay, just for a little bit? Yeah, we're not gonna do anything nasty, I swear. Okay. Should I have put my hair up tonight? That looks like a yes to me. I'm sorry I got lazy. So can we have fun together tonight? That's a yes. All right, Mary. I'm gonna give you some space.
Well, she said some of the accessories were thrift store.
But, you know, feel free. Act like I'm not here. Do what you would do if I'm not here, you know? Walk around, touch stuff. Not me. But touch the things. You know? Make a noise. I'm like dying to hear you touch that pink little thing in the bathroom. I walked around with my little ghost apps, but really nothing happened. Damn. Honey, the bricks were out in some of these paintings. Gay gods of San Francisco, I know there's a lot of you. Please bless me with a sweet homosexual or doll to join me on this ghost hunt. Just as it was getting late, I finally found a guy on Grindr named Jorge. Oh my god, hi Jorge.
Yeah, I like her makeup. It's not like too crazy, but like I would wear it.
I'm at the Queen Anne
Some
Hotel.
some drag queen makeup too is like too much.
I have seen your shows in SF.
I know that she does like ghost hunts with
Yes.
drag queens too.
Putting that out there.
Oh, thank you. I'm honored.
Yeah.
Femme pod, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Now, this is definitely later than I usually like to do this with a stranger. All right, Miss Mary. I'm going to have a homosexual male in this room. So, no funny business. He's here. Oh my God, he's here. Mary, he's here. Ah! Get some fucking, what did I call that? WF-40 or whatever the fuck?
WF-40.
Hi. Thanks so much for coming.
Oh my God, she's so tall.
No. It's
You've seen me before?
Yes.
Here we are. Step into my office. Grab a seat. Make yourself at home. Would you like a pretzel?
I'm alright, thank you.
So, I haven't really experienced a whole lot. I've been here for 2 nights. But what do you think?
There's a lot going on.
It's a lot to take in.
It's also kind of nice. Right? It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a certain type of Nana. Doesn't it kind of smell like an old lady in here?
It does, yeah.
I swear it was like that before I got in here. Okay, so here's the menu of options.
Right.
Are you sure you don't want pretzels? 'Cause
No.
here are your options.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, like, she like spends a lot of time trying to vet them and be like, okay, we're going to be on camera, we're doing this, like, whatever. She's done this a bunch. I know there's not many videos on her channel, but she's done this on like other channels and other things too. So she has like a bit of a vetting process, but it's funny.
I bought this whole bag of pretzels. It was too much pretzel for me, and I wasn't gonna go wasting it, so I'm sorry.
We could do a Ouija board.
Okay.
We could do something called the Estes method. Are you familiar?
No.
Okay. Or option 3 is a wild card. Option 3 is mystery.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do Ouija.
Let me just tell you what option 3 is.
Okay.
It's a new technique I just invented.
Let's do option 3.
Okay.
Okay, since I'm skeptical with dowsing rods, I had this idea, and I might not be the first person to ever come up with this. I don't care. I'm calling it dowsing rods. And what this is, it's like a mashup with the Estes method and dowsing rods. So one person is blindfolded with noise cancellation.
People will do this shit in real life, Victoria. Like, they do. You just have to find the right person. You have to spend a bit of time to look through them and find them. Yeah. Should be great as a guest. Yeah, I mean, listen, I know you guys like talk about some of these people. It would be fun to like do, you know, collabs with. And I know like some people I cover, you guys say that, and I do agree. But a lot of these people are like way bigger than I am. They would never.
And they're holding the dowsing rods. And then the other person is asking questions. Let's see, is this person controlling it?
Okay,
We're
yeah.
going to see if it works.
Yeah, for sure.
Without
Yeah.
you knowing.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay.
Sorry I ordered Birkenstocks at the house. It was just let's get out the door.
All right, you know what? We're canceling this.
The thing is, like, people know who Roz is. Like, a lot of certain people that watch certain content, right? And he said that he knew who Roz was, which is why he agreed. He also looks nervous on camera.
Miss Mary Lake, could you please communicate with us through those rods in his hand? Can you make them go straight, please? Facing this way. Can you push him that way, please? Yes, there's one. Oh,
You can hear a lot
good
of
job.
like
Now the other one too.
hotel
please.
noise, just like TV or something.
The one in his left
It
hand.
might be outdoors though too.
Could you make it go that way, please?
But the EMF meter was starting to go off a little bit.
Mary, are you making that light light up on that green thing? Could you make it go all the way to red? Oh, that was pretty good. Can you do it again all the way to red? Come on. Oh, oh, a little bit more. Oh.
Like, it's interesting because it wasn't going off the whole time that she had it on Miss Piggy before. However, it sounds like there's maybe some noise and some people downstairs or something. I don't know. At least that's what I'm hearing in my headphones.
Good job, Mary. All right, back to the sticks. How they doing? Okay, darling. Whew.
How was it?
It was okay.
Oh no.
Okay, it didn't really work that great. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it again in the future. I mean, it was kind of a mess. Does it prove that dowsing rods don't work? I don't know. I'm gonna keep using them though.
You're nervous?
A little bit.
Why?
Witchcraft.
It's not. Well,
It's
It's not
here's
witchcraft
the
though.
thing. In the days of when this building first had her moment,
okay.
it was very common to some
Yeah, like this would be a good trigger object because of the nature of this building and all the like furniture and stuff in it and when it was built.
in the dead.
Great.
So that makes it okay. We have to close it out when we're done.
Ouija board is not, it's not witchcraft either.
Yes, please.
And we're going to
yes.
close it by saying goodbye.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. But
Just
did you hear that?
I did.
What was that?
That hasn't happened since we got here.
Mary, are you here with us? Could you give us a sign? Stop.
No.
I heard that sound again. What letter is that?
E.
E. Z. E Z
S.
E Z S.
You can hear like
Mary, are
the
you drunk?
ice machine or something. Or like a refrigerator.
I. R. ECSIR.
Pride Month is CIA operation. Okay.
And it stopped. Okay. E Z S I R.
Insert. Easy.
Easy, sir?
Easy, sir.
Is she calling me sir?
No, it's me. It's me. It's clearly me.
Sir?
Mary, were you calling me sir?
Easy.
Mary, I have been so nice to you.
The user that just said that, I know you guys remove them. That's fine. Like during Pride Month, we can be like more heavy-handed with the moderation. But that username, I remember seeing somewhere attached to something, some recent drama, I believe. So that username, it looks very familiar. So I need to try to remember where I seen that.
They say she's nice. I think she's shady,
Wow.
but I like in a fun way.
Yeah.
Okay, now I did read online that she was involved in a little bit of a scandal with a senator.
Fun. Okay. Good for her.
Mary, do you miss the senator? Sorry.
Pretzels. Some pretzels.
Oh, she don't need no man. She said no.
No, thank you.
Mary, did you have gay friends when you were alive? Yes or no?
When was this?
1800s.
Oh, she has no idea. Were they light on their feet?
What is she saying? Did you have friends that were light in their pantaloons? What is she saying?
Panning for gold.
Oh, she said no?
No.
Damn.
No, sir.
Oh.
She said no, sir. Mary?
Mary. Mary, you know this is San Francisco. Okay, last question.
Okay.
Mary, is there any messages you would like to give us? What is that?
G?
G? No, I think
What?
or is it the one next to G?
F?
Is it F or G?
It's in the middle.
F or G? She's calling us fat.
She's calling. She said,
Here we go again.
sir.
Is that the full message?
Mary, we came in real nice.
So nice, Mary.
But that noise was fun.
That was spooky.
That was like, what was that?
Bye, Mary.
Good
You
luck,
stay
Mary.
here. Don't be shy, and I'll be back in the morning.
I left my cameras rolling overnight. I
Oh
really
yeah, Roz doesn't sleep at these locations, I guess.
didn't get much. I mean, this one kind of sounds like a creepy sound. Did that bitch just hiss
That
at me?
sounded
Was
that sounded like furniture moving. Actually, it sounded like really close to the camera.
Sounds like a creepy sound. Did that bitch just hiss at me? Was this the most
was
haunted
loud,
place I have
yeah.
ever been? No. Do I think that the Majestic Hotel down the street is more haunted? Yes. In my opinion, I don't know who's making the list most haunted hotels in San Francisco. I'm giving it to Majestic out of the two of them. But you know what? I was only there for 2 nights. You don't know unless you try. I tried. I got a little bit of stuff. But just you wait till the next place I go. Anyway, I sure do love you. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm not kidding you. See you next time.
That's so funny. Directed by Roz, produced by Roz, camera by Roz, hair by Roz. Special thanks, Roz Hernandez. That's so funny. To George. Oh yeah, this comedy show. But no paranormal activity is fake. Yeah, like so I know it's late, so we'll end the stream, but which one was it? I think it was this one that Sean first sent me. I think it was this one. This one was really funny. I believe it was this one. But definitely, I mean, there's not that many here, honestly. You guys could just bang them out real quick, to be honest. So definitely check them out. It's really funny. Go see Roz, visit Roz. channel, all that stuff. Where's the microphone located? Yeah, but that, like, I don't know where it is, but like that actually sounded really close to the mic, like as if it was in the same room or something. So I don't know, it's kind of cool. But like that's the thing. I mean, we can all like go ghost hunting if we try to like not take ourselves too seriously. Like, I mean, I think that's what it all comes down to. If you're gonna take yourself too seriously, I don't know what to say. All right, here, let me throw that back on. Okay, let's go this way. Does it put it like back in? I can't remember what mirrored mode looks like. All right, but anyway, okay, yeah, I know it's like midnight here. We started like an hour and a half late because of my PC issues. I know I have to like go through. I have to reinstall my apps, and then I'm gonna have to restart all that editing. It's like I don't export as I'm going because every time you export, you like it like compresses the file, so you like lose some compression every time that you export stuff. And if you don't do any compression, it takes forever to export. But then it's like I only have so much room on my hard drive and I only have so much cloud storage. So like at least on my recordings and everything and all my like exports and everything, they're saved. They are on a cloud. It's just the save file is gone. So I've lost like 4 or 5 videos. And you know, I was kind of thinking that maybe I should have started exporting the cult ones because they've been sitting there for months and months. I've been working on them. Like it's one recording I did like 5 months ago, and I've been like piecing things in and putting it all together. So yeah, these last ones are gonna suck because I'm gonna have to rebuild them all. So I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah. It's only 5 a.m. there. Yeah, my lips are like so freaking dry, man. Because that lipstick. Oh, God. They probably, I don't know if they look bad, but man, they feel bad right now. Ugh, they look bad. Yeah, they look freaking horrible. Sorry, my lips are like a total disaster from the, see, you can see it here. I damaged my lip right there. It's not all swollen anymore, but like, damn, man. I tried to put some stuff on them today for like lipstick and it like just irritated everything again. Everything felt fine, so I thought it would be fine to put stuff on, and then I put like makeup on and it like immediately started like staining the lip and irritating the lip, and I was like, okay. I thought because it felt okay that it healed itself overnight, but no, it didn't. Send Ed the internet gremlin back to Stevie. Yeah. I was saying, I mean, technically, like when I worked in IT, right? You should reinstall Windows. Honestly, you really should do it once a year so you don't have these problems, right? If you reinstall Windows once a year, because Windows degrades, the registry degrades, Windows itself is built like shit ever since they got rid of NT. So like really you want to rebuild it like once a year, but every time I go to look at it, I'm like, oh my God. To reinstall Windows is like the worst thing. And it's so time consuming. And it's like I have so many files everywhere. I haven't even been able to clean up my files because I've been working on this cult thing for so long. I don't know what's like needs to be saved for the other videos because I've been working on these videos for 6 months and I've been releasing them instead in bigger projects, as you guys know. So at least luckily we have some stuff coming out. There's some clips coming out. The rest of the Susan interview will be out as well soonish. So I have a video which you guys are going to like. So I have a video that I did on Bashar and a scientist who is featuring him on her channel and essentially like what's the word, like giving him credibility. This dude has been doing this grift since like I remember him as a kid, man. He's been around for a long ass time. So because my mom was into this crap. Sorry, I just saw your messages, Jonah. I'll get to it. Wait, Father Bob. Wait, hold on. What? The Bob? Question mark? What? Okay, sorry. I gotta catch up on the messages that I missed earlier. Okay. So we'll check all that out after. Okay, that was me freaking out about my computer. All right. I think that somewhere around here is where I left off. Okay, I'll check all those matches. But yeah, so those videos will be coming out soon. I want to try to get back into doing live streams. I mean, I had planned to live stream like once a week again. But then shit with my mom went down. Oh yeah, my eyesight issues. So like I now have been developing, every time I get like a bad migraine, I like, my right eye is hurting. So no, in my left eye is the bad one because I have MS on this eye. Like I have MS. I know it's not on an eye, but like my eye has been the damage from it. But the MS hasn't progressed, so it's like not too big of a concern, other than my eye keeps getting more and more damaged every year. It's just degrading, right? So now my right eye, because I'm like, listen, you can try to get by with like one good eye, but like two bad eyes is not good. So now my right eye is like hurting when I get the bad migraines, and then my vision is going like fuzzy. So like I already can't see properly from far away, like with my glasses, but what's been happening recently is now I can't read like my phone with these glasses on, and I used to not have this problem. So now I'm having problems with close vision and far away vision. It has gotten worse. Like I can't see at night, like driving at night. I can't. I need new glasses, and I needed new glasses like pretty quickly compared to normal. So my eyes are degrading. But now with the migraine, this right eye has been hurting, and then my whole vision, it gets like blurry no matter if I'm wearing my glasses or not. I can't even like, so without my glasses, I can see perfect. I can see this phone perfect. There's no blurry or anything. With the glasses, it's blurry. So I'm like, why is this, like, I can see about here. Like, I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me. I never used to have that issue. So it's like, crap. And it just reloaded everything. Stupid phone. So anyway, that's been happening. So then now my like vision's going blurry when I get the bad eye pain, when I get a bad migraine. And so he's ordered an MRI for me. We're going to take a look and see if there's anything like whatever physical that's changed or anything. I do have some lesions on my brain, but they haven't changed since 2007. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure stress is playing a role in it. Like even my hair has been like thinning and stuff over the last like few years because of stress too. So it's just like, stress is like, I'm not diabetic. My ex and my friend who took her life are diabetic, and I'm very aware of all the signs of being diabetic. He does test my blood every time I go for blood testing and everything. I know I'm not diabetic. I do think it's linked to my migraines. I just don't know that he's going to find anything in my brain. Something is telling me, I have a knot in my hair. There it is. There it is. Damn it. Distracted. Stupid knot. I keep getting knots in my hair, which means I need to trim my ends. I've been trying to grow out my layers a little bit. Stupid knots. So I'll probably trim my hair. I usually do it myself, so I'll do that later. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the MRI. I don't think it'll find anything, but I need to go to the eye doctor. So that's also on the to-do list, and we have to pay. So we have to pay for like, well, I get some of the eye doctor stuff covered because of my eye being an MS thing. I got it out. Normally I have to cut it. Okay. So, but I get this like special picture done, and it's like $100, but it is like way more detailed. So it like gives me a ton of information about the eye and like the health of it and stuff, and like it's not a normal procedure. It's not covered by the government here because these guys I go to, they're actually eye doctors from the US that moved to Canada, and they have like a bunch of cool equipment and tests that they do that like I've never had done at any eye doctor around here. So anyway, I'm going to go see them. I'm going to go get the pictures and stuff done, and there's like a bunch of other testing that they can do. So I have to pay for the picture, but the other stuff will be covered. And hey, Dust. Yeah, tacos. Yeah, I would love a taco. So that's also on the to-do list, and I've taken Uber there, and it's all the way on the other side of the fucking city. So that's probably going to be like 50, 60 bucks Uber. Then the picture is gonna be 100, so it's like 150. I did pick out a new chair for like only like 200, so it's not bad. So I have like chair, eyes, that's 300. Then I have my Botox is due, so that's 200. So like $500. $500 gone. Like 300 of that is for health stuff. Like it's crazy. And I'm just like, I don't really have that much money. So, so I'm trying to like get videos and stuff out. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to get the merch done because like, you know, I want to try to like get something out there so that you guys get something in return for if you do any money stuff. But in the meantime, when I release videos, if you guys can like hype them and stuff, that really does help as well. So there'll be a couple psychic things coming out. Then clips from the last cult video, which when I clipped out the segments, like the case studies, those seem to do well on their own. So I'm going to see how these ones do, and I think they'll be fine. The next cult video, that's going to be delayed because now I'm going to I have to rebuild the whole freaking thing again. I should have exported it, but I was just like, the audio itself already was like really bad when I recorded it. Oh, what a mess. But yeah, I'm doing MLMs and business cults. So like, I really want to cover the Apple versus Microsoft thing from like back in the day. Okay, back in the day before the Epstein just ignored like that. Okay, put that aside. We're talking about the beginnings of Apple and Microsoft. And the movie is called Pirates of Silicon Valley. So if you guys want to check out that movie, 100% recommend. It's actually very accurate. It tells the story of how Silicon Valley started. It's actually very, very interesting. Steve Jobs was a cult leader. He ran his company like a cult. It's very fascinating. I recommend you check it out. But yeah, I'm going to be referencing that movie and talking about that movie a bunch in the video. Whenever I get to it, I was hoping to get to it sooner. So, oh, and I have a psychic video I need to do too for someone. What was it again? There's a family that I'm trying to help out. Right. I lost all the notepad stuff. Oh, shit. Shoot. I saved one of it. Oh, yeah. I probably lost the other one, though. I didn't have the other one saved, I don't think. Damn. Okay, I have the Patreons and members. Oh, yeah. I lost some stuff. I did lose some stuff. Yep. I forgot about the notepad. I had like a new notepad because you know how Windows just like saves it now in history, like just like leaves it saved, and I don't remember to save them now because of that. So we'll see. Also, Pennhurst, I have a video about AI and the Pennhurst data center that they want to install that keeps going on and off. There's a bunch of stuff on that, a bunch of research. I did reach out to the owners. They were communicating with me, talking to me, answering my questions, and then I sent them my list of real questions that I really wanted answered, and they have ghosted me, so yeah. Your best friend growing up, his dad was VP at Apple in the beginning. Yeah, it's a crazy story, man. Like, I really do recommend it. Yeah. Are lives a good way to make money? They are usually, I mean, for a lot of people that get like really good viewership and stuff because people like do gifted memberships and people sign up for memberships, people donate and stuff. So like, it's a more active way to kind of like, you know, let's have a bit of fun, raise some money together. But I'm like, I don't want to just like start like a GoFundMe or something dumb. I want to try to like, it's not dumb. Sorry. I don't mean it like that. I mean, I want to try to like work for the money. You know what I mean? So like, if we do a live together and we can like have fun together or do something like that. If I make like merch, although like the merch doesn't have like a huge markup, but like at least in, you know, when I released merch the first time, I got like a little bit of, I got a few $100, which will help like cover a lot of this crap. So yeah. Is there anything, I mean, you just donated like $100 tonight, so that's going to be like really helpful, honestly. Like it will help a lot. Yeah. So, fucking notepad. Did I do it on notepad or did I make a note here? Damn it. I was gonna put it in the Discord for tracking too, our research Discord. Oh, and Rebel, I think I kicked you out of that by accident because I'm trying to clear out my Discords because of the drama that happened recently, and I wasn't sure who you were, and then like I kicked you, and I was like, wait, was that Rebel? So I think I may have kicked you by accident. Just reach out to me. I'll send you another invite to the research Discord. I just didn't recognize your username. And so I'm like, who's this? Damn it. I should have put it in the Discord. I made a list. Shit. Yeah, I should have thrown it in the Discord. I made a list of the days that we're going to release everything and like what videos needed to get done. Damn. Well, that's gone. There's so much stuff. Oh my gosh. This computer like freaking out on me. Like, ugh. It's oh my gosh, it's such a disaster, I swear. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I saved it. You know, it's kind of cool that Notepad saves this, like just in like local memory or something, but like I really wish that it would come up and be like, do you want to save this when I close the program? Because like there's so much stuff. I've lost stuff before because of this, because Notepad isn't asking me to save stuff anymore. I like it, but I also it's a problem. So I need to start getting in a habit. Yeah, I'm just gonna like make, what I'll do is in the research Discord, I will just make a tab of like rambling and whatever stupid crap that doesn't need your guys' attention and I'm just keeping track of. I'll just make a like miscellaneous tab on there. Sent it to you earlier. Okay, yeah. Did you send me an email or like, I think you sent me an email, right? I'll send you another invite. I'm pretty sure that was you that I kicked. It might not have been you. I mean, that's the thing. I didn't recognize the username. That's why I'm like, I'm going to kick this person because I don't really recognize your username. So, but I will send you an invite again on the email because I know you emailed me. So let's do it like that. Going to buy your critical thinking sexy shirt. Well, if you want to wait for the new merch. So what we have is, I'm going to be doing like a design. Okay, we're making hate merch, right? So we're making fun of the drama that just recently happened. So I'm going to be doing a design that's something to do with women empowerment or something. Like Hex the Patriarchy was something that was mentioned to me, and like maybe we can do a play on that. And then I was going to do one that Dust suggested to me, and it has to do with, I'm being accused of being a puppet master. So I was going to do like no strings attached, and I'm going to do like a design for that. Yeah, hate merch. And then Douglas is working on drawing up some pictures of flying monkeys, because that's another thing that Douglas has been accused of being my flying monkey. So I'm like, you know what? If you guys want to do the make critical thinking too, that's totally cool. But like, I'm also going to release the new stuff. Although what I'll probably end up doing is I probably will end up hiding the critical thinking stuff, just because for whatever reason, like it works better if you don't keep old designs up for YouTube creators. When you do merch, it's better to do limited release. Don't keep all the designs up when you do the new one, kind of deal. But what I might do is leave the cat stuff up because it is Miss Kitty. So I might just like lower it down to like t-shirts or something like that. because, you know, in honor of Miss Kitty, and just kind of keep some kind of design up, and I'll decide what I'm going to do. I already redesigned the look of the website just to kind of refresh it as well. I'm just a little flying monkey. Yeah, exactly, Douglas. Yeah. So yeah, so we'll have some new stuff. So yeah, and Douglas will work on that. So Douglas's the shirt with the monkeys might be a little bit later, might be delayed because Douglas has like a full-time job and a life. So, you know, we can't expect him to draw something overnight. So that might come later. So I think I'll just like explain the design to you guys. So if you want to wait for it, you can. But otherwise I'll have the like no strings attached, and then something to do with women. I had this one idea, but I don't know if it's like dismissive of the conversation. Kristen liked it. So the one idea I had was not always not always a woman, no, not every woman, but always a woman, and it was going to be like a witch, like a picture of a witch, and then be like not every woman, but always a woman, to like, you know, I'm trying to like poke fun at the whole patriarchy man bullshit, right? But I don't know if that's maybe a little insensitive. Is it insensitive? I'm trying to make comedy. I'm trying to make light of stupidity. Like that's sort of the point, is like I'm kind of pointing it out to point out the like issues with you know, the world right now. But I mean, well, not right now, always for women, you know. So I don't know. That might be a little bit too insensitive. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. Yeah. I love Miss Kitty merch. Miss Kitty merch is up right now. Like it's on the website right now. So I'll probably end up leaving some of that because, you know, she did pass away. So I think it just says like, what is it again? Here, let me check the website again. What was the design again? I totally forgot. I have to reinstall Opera and everything too. Fat Cat, right. So yeah, the design is Fat Cat because we have the Fat Cat entertainment company or whatever it was that I thought was kind of cute. So yeah, we have Fat Cat design. So we have like, there's a bunch of different stuff. I was thinking I'll leave up Fat Cat, but maybe I might just leave up, oh, and we have Toe Beans too, little paws, which is cute, but maybe I'll just leave Fat Cat up and I'll just leave it as like a t-shirt. Keep it simple, just to kind of clean up the website. I mean, I could do like, I could leave up a t-shirt and a hoodie maybe or something. Just because I have a bunch of stuff. I have like mugs and stickers and a toque and hoodies, different kinds of t-shirts, v-necks, like, so I'm like, okay, if I just simplify it, one t-shirt design and just stick with that, and then do just kind of leave it at that. Maybe one t-shirt and one hoodie, because there's also different kinds of hoodies that I picked out as well. So we'll just kind of do that. Then I have the chronic pain stuff up too. I have the Flare Day shirts, that's what I have, and Neuro Spicy stuff. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Butt hurt hate merch is hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, Roz is really fun. We could watch more of Roz too at some point. We'll see. I mean, we'll plan to do a stream next week, and hopefully if the world doesn't explode or something stupid. I was just like, you know, this is my sign. I probably shouldn't stream tonight, but I'm like, no, we're going to stream because I already did all my makeup. And if I have to like sit here and look at my computer in like full makeup and be like, oh, right. Also Hannah the Horrible, she recently did a video on the GATE program, and I do want to do a video on that. I was hoping to maybe record something tonight really quick. It's just going to be like talking off the top of my head. I had some talking points. Oh God, where did I write them down? I'm sure I wrote them on my phone because I was in bed watching it. I will have to find the talking points. There were some things I wanted to discuss because I went through, yep, here it is. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a long list of shit. Okay, so like I went through a bit of this GATE program stuff, although in Canada I think it's called something else. I don't think that there was like a name for it. Like there wasn't like a snazzy name for it. So I kind of went through parts of that, and I do have ADHD. That also played a role in some stuff too. But people on TikTok are like so disillusioned right now, and they think that because they were in the GATE program that they were being like tested on for being psychic special children, that were going to be like psychic soldiers for the CIA or something stupid. So check out Hannah's video. I'm going to be commenting on her video, and I'm probably not really going to show it, to be honest. Like, just go watch her video. I'm probably just going to talk off the top of my head of my experience, and then be like, please go watch Hannah's video, because Hannah's video is really good. She did some research as well, and she has clips. I might actually pull the clips that she's pulled out. I'll put that maybe in my video, just because my notes are based off the clips and some of the things she said. So I didn't want to make it too much editing, but like, yeah, maybe I will pull some of it out. But if you want to do some homework for the upcoming videos, watch Pirates of Silicon Valley and watch Hannah the Horrible's video on the GATE program. That's your 2 pieces of homework. If you so choose, you don't have to either. But it'll be like really good, especially Pirates of Silicon Valley. It'll be much better context if you go watch that movie, because we're not going to watch the whole movie in my video, obviously. There's only so much I can do. Okay, but I'm going to end this here. I know it's like midnight. I'm going to take a break for a bit. I'm going to see if I want to do this GATE thing tonight or not, and we'll take it from there. But thank you guys for popping in. Thank you guys for all the donations and everything. I do appreciate it. I know it's like everything's freaking falling apart right now, so if people can afford it, I do appreciate it, because shit is gone to shit. So, but I'll talk to you guys hopefully next week. Fingers crossed that we can do another stream. If not, at the very least, I want to like at least try to do like one every 2 weeks. So we'll take it from there. All right. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good rest of your night. You'll be in BC. Yeah, I might stop in. My head's hurting a little bit because of the light and stuff. So like, I also think I need to eat something, because I haven't really eaten very much either. So I'll probably stop in and say hi at some point. All right. All right. Bye guys. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Someone write that down for me as I'm cleaning at the moment. You'll be in BC. I'll remind you.